Oh, we should so be in
I should
preschool
have
now.
had started streaming like 20 seconds earlier. 20 seconds earlier.
Oh
Um,
my god.
it doesn't show off for me.
Oh, we're not seeing
Turn
anything
it
on
off
our
and
end.
turn it on again.
I can't. It says that I'm using it.
Yep, but can you, like, I have a turn on video, turn off video button.
Yeah.
Nope. What the hell?
Oh my god, I'm just gonna drop the call.
Okay. I don't know what the hell. Fucking Skype.
Fucking Microsoft, that's the issue. They own it and they've been fucking with it. It's annoying as hell.
Oh, it's the Skype division of Microsoft, so in the end, it's still Skype.
Yeah, but I'm still no. The parent company has been fucking with things. I don't care what anybody else says. It's my philosophy. I'm like, it was working fine till probably about 18 months ago, and there's this weird curve now. If I was to graph it, the closer you get to today, the worse it's been getting. Like they just keep advancing and fucking with it and screwing around, and I'm like, why do you keep making problems for us?
There's a chest.
There's this philosophy called don't fix it if it isn't broken.
If it's not Baroque, don't fix it.
Here we are.
All right.
You must never enter the East Wing. West Wing.
I think it's East Wing. Why the fuck are you being such a bitch? 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
Hi, chat.
You can count.
I'm preparing the document, you ass.
I'm going to be snarky all night.
Oh, really? Really? Are you? Because, look, then it's a good thing that I have a bag of fucking wine on my end, so I can just pour myself a lovely little drink to put up with your sassy bullshit then. So.
Okay, the whole Tide Pod bullshit thing with all the memes,
Mm-hmm.
I can't stand seeing them. Most of the time, I don't think they're funny. And it was like that with Grumpy Cat. Grumpy Cat came out and people were making dumbass memes with Grumpy Cat on there, and I found like 99% of them just fucking dumb. Same thing with the whole Tide Pod thing. However, the other day, somebody said, look, they make juice packets. And it was one of like the single-use ones that you get in like a laundromat.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought that was fucking hilarious.
Yeah, I saw that and I was like, ooh,
Beer,
that's the thing.
Beverage.
Did you make us live? Maybe, maybe not. I'm guessing not because I don't have a YouTube notification.
Oh, what the hell is that?
The hell is what?
Somebody took a watermelon and kind of like cored out the inside, but left, most of it still intact. And it looks like they stuck a baby on the bottom of it, like a doll, and then filled it with red Jello.
That's disturbing.
It's not a baby. It is a. Jesus Christ! It's apples. shaped to look like a baby. With more jello.
Wait, I come back and the
That's-
first thing I hear is with more Jello. I don't know the context of the rest of that.
Not sure you want to.
We are talking about Gunge. Did you
Gunge?
not know that we changed this to a Let's Talk About Kink show?
Gunge?
You're on your own on that one, Chester. You lost me.
Gunge is a kink where you involve tactile type of objects, usually slippery or squishy.
This is all new to me. I've never heard of such a thing.
Like pudding or chocolate syrup.
Oh. I just thought that was like sex with food.
Well, it's not limited to food though. It's just that, see, for me, when people are talking about food in sex, it's because they're consuming the food with sex. This isn't that at all. This is using materials that happen to be food.
Right.
Smashy the other day was talking about getting drawn all over.
Mm-hmm.
That is a form of gunge.
Oh, okay.
It's like on the periphery form of it, but it can be included.
That's another show. Hey, chat room. I need your help. I just want to test something. I want to know how long the lag is. So I'm going to say a word.
Are we
I want you
live?
to type that. Yes, we're streaming right now. We've been
I
streaming.
didn't get a
since
notification.
Yeah, okay.
Fucking
We're in the chat
YouTube.
room. Get in the chat room. Anyways, so chat room. I'm going to say a word. I want you to type it in chat as soon as you hear it on stream.
Yep.
Okay? 3, 2, 1. Penis. So we're going to see how long it takes for the chat
Just
room
so
to
you
type
know,
penis.
the longer we are online, the longer the lag gets. Just thought I'd point it out.
That doesn't make any sense.
Don't ask me. I don't make the YouTube rules.
Well, Brian just said go for it. I don't know how quickly that was. We'll see.
Rocket number 9.
Let's see penises.
From the
There we go.
There we go.
So about
Of course,
50 seconds.
AJ is the first one who responds. Penis what? Ears perk up.
Mm-hmm. Arr?
Probably did the head tilt too.
Maybe. Okay. So I think I've got the copy of the questions done. Save the game.
Chat. I was about to say smashy. It's the wrong chat for penis. Anyways, that's beside the point.
Are you sure?
Anyways, oh, I figured out the link.
Oh.
By the way, Telegram chat, I'm slightly disappointed. I haven't really figured out any jokes for anything we talked about, using anything we talked about this week. So I expect you to do better for my pre-show joke or my intro joke.
Okay, nothing like a chastising to start off an episode.
It's sarcasm too, so it's not like they have to. I'm not really disappointed. I love our Telegram chat. Keeps me company.
Aren't you guys glad that I made that?
Made what?
Telegram chat.
Well, Discord could have worked.
Discord's for gamer nerds.
No, it's not.
Oh,
Not
you're
just
right.
for
It could have worked
gamers.
for you.
Wait, I was just gonna say, did you forget who the fuck you're talking to as the producer?
Look, Frog Pants has a Discord, and Blizzard Watch has a Discord, and Night Attack has a Discord. And they're not a gaming thing. They're they're related because they are like related to Frog Pants, but they're not part of Frog Pants. They're their own
Fuck
thing.
is Frog Pants?
Frog Pants, where it has the morning stream.
Just out of curiosity.
You know, pants that
Current
frogs
geek.
wear. It's not hard.
Do they wear them waist down or?
No,
on
they
all
wear
four
they wear
legs?
them Kylo Ren height, very high.
They probably wear them at the waist.
Yes, but where on the waist? Like just
where
on
is
their
the
back
waist?
legs?
Where
or
is the waist on
all
a
four
frog?
legs?
I mean, because bullfrogs are very big. So where's their waist? They don't have navels, right?
This has totally gone on some weird tangent. But yeah, there's a lot of non-game podcasts, podcast people who created their own Discord channel.
What is this business? I'm just getting caught up on.
I mean, even Patreon has an integration with Discord, and not everybody on Patreon are related to gaming.
Right.
It doesn't matter.
Hey, I didn't know about Telegram until this shit started up, and now it's my preferred chat method. So,
somebody tried getting me on Telegram like a year ago, and I was just like, I can't deal with another chat system. But then I found out that Google Hangouts was going to be ending, and I'm like, nope, moving to something better.
So for me, what I like is, I just like using. I usually like using it now. For me, it's best. Like, I wish I could get all of my peeps on Facebook Messenger to switch, just to get off of that.
I have my reasons for liking Facebook Messenger just fine. It's mostly because people are just there and it works just fine.
All right, so that's that.
So after being like 25 minutes late, are we ready?
I'm just doing a quick check. I don't think we're going to have much in the way of feedback, which is beautiful.
Yay.
So let me close that. Keep scrolling, keep scrolling, keep scrolling. Nope. Straight through. Straight through. Okay. Yeah, no, to answer your question, Jeff, go ahead for me.
Okay. I'm assuming you're good, Chester, right?
Yep.
Okay, let's do the same. 3, 2. Hey Siri, what day is it?
It's Sunday, the 11th of February, 2018.
I'm Jeff.
Who's your bear? That's right. I am your bear.
I am not Damon. Shit. I'm Chester.
This room is a pigsty, and you're
God.
a dirty pig boy.
And that still, no matter what, makes me Gary.
Don't hurt nobody with your bad self.
And welcome to Comes Out Loud, the Bear Podcast with Terminal Length, episode number 453. And apparently I need a prostate massage.
Don't we all?
I first would like to apologize to our Telegram chat. You actually did give me a good intro joke, I thought. Anyways. So, Stardew Valley news. I got a divorce.
That's possible?
Yeah.
Like,
I go to
does
the
the
mayor's
lawyer get
office and I pay money to a book. And the next day she leaves unless I go back to the book before 10 p.m. that same day. Yeah. Emily and Emily's fine and everything, but it really pained me to see all these scenes where Clint was trying to like go on a date with Emily, and yet she was my wife. And it was just weird. And I'm like, Clint, if you really want Emily, fine, I'm going to divorce her, and then she's all yours. You just need to make the move, dude. I also erased her memory, which might help. And also make sure that she doesn't have any bad feelings for me. I just went to the website and paid some money, and her memory was erased.
That's a little too crazy for my taste.
Yeah.
It's very artificial intelligence. Like, what the fuck is that about?
In WoW news, this week was the weekly quest or World Quest bonus week, rep week. So I was able to finally get my Exalted with the Argosian Reach, so that I could unlock the final allied race, the Void Elves, and I made myself a Void Elves. So I've got a High Mountain Tauren. Actually, I got two now, and a Nightborn for my Horde side, and on my land side, a Light Forest Draenei and a Void Elf. So I got them all unlocked. There's two more coming when Battle for Azeroth finally launches. So I'm very happy for that. Just because rep grinds suck. And in other news, I have a HomePod. And as you could tell, I loves it. Hey Siri, I love you.
Bro, I bet you say that to all your Apple products.
Really? Really?
I didn't even hear what he said, so.
I bet you say that to all the Apple products. That's what his artificial intelligence speaker bitch just said to him.
I was just throwing shade by my HomePod.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, that's me. So how about you, not Damon?
Okay, so the other day at work, my boss comes up to me and he's like, here, you have a pretty good grasp of what needs serviced. And he hands me I wish I had it here to show you, but it's a white Sharpie marker. I think it's called a China marker. Anyway, and it's to write on Windows for things that need to be fixed. Mm-hmm. And he's like, don't tell anybody I gave it to you, because only supervisors are supposed to have them, because only they are the ones who get to make the decision on what gets serviced and not. Mm-hmm. And I just, like, he handed it to me, and he's like, you have a good grasp of what needs to be serviced. And I'm like, snickering. But yeah, anyway, it was funny.
So do you think he
I did.
knew, or it's just
Oh God, no,
it was okay?
no. It's for work. I did try it though. Earlier or later that day, I put a mark on the back of my hand, and it stayed there for quite some time. Yesterday morning, I got up, and after I took my shower, I put a mark on my chest, went to work, came home. It was still there, faded a little bit. But when I got up this morning, you could barely see it. It kind of looks like crayon. You know, when you take crayon and draw on paper, and it kind of leaves like this film on top. It kind of looked like that.
It sounds like a wax pen.
I think it might be, but I think there's other components to it. I didn't actually look at the chemicals, but I think there's other components to make it adhere. Because I know that when I put it on the back of my hand, it says, it dries in seconds. So I put it on the back of my hand, let it dry, and then I started going like this, trying to wipe it off, and it wasn't coming off. And it wasn't smearing, it wasn't transferring to my finger. I'm like, hey, this actually might work. But I think over time, then it being on my chest, I think that just because I'm wearing a shirt, it's rubbing on it constantly. I don't know.
So Brian McCann says, bring the pen to NAB.
I planned on it.
Oh, well, apparently now you have a request. So.
Well, I planned on handing it to him at some point over the weekend.
Well, I thought that was a little obvious to begin with since Brian called it out, but then again.
Let's see what else. I got to host some Lady Bears last night.
Yay!
Courtney and Jade, the two women that we had on our Klondikes episode, they were here in town for the Midwest Olympus contest. I think that's the title. But they were here. Boy, Matt was here. A couple of other people that I know from the Kentucky area, Southern Ohio, some friends from Indiana. They were all here for that over the weekend. But yeah, they asked if they could stay here, and I put them up for the night, and that was fun. And then this other thing, and it was completely a shock to me when it happened. Somebody that I only know vaguely through social media, he spotted me last night at the bar, and he comes over and we start to chat. And then he has long dreadlocks, and I think they're dreadlocks. But anyway, he pulled them off of his neck, and he has a large onyx patch. And I was like, oh, congratulations. And he's like, oh, thanks, blah, blah, blah. I'm, member of this chapter, so on and so forth. He's like, we're also looking for associates. And I'm like, is that possible? Could I be an associate? He's like, well, yeah, that's why I'm telling you. I'm like, oh, okay. And that, to me, that was incredibly humbling that somebody would come directly to me about their group and their organization and want me to get involved with it. So that was really cool.
Nice.
Neat. So are you considering it?
I am. The only problem is the closest one to me would be Cleveland. The next closest is Detroit, because the organization, this particular chapter in those cities, the member base is so small that they call themselves Great Lakes Onyx, I believe. So it includes Detroit, Windsor, Cleveland, Actually, no. Let me rephrase that because he said it a certain way. The Detroit, Toronto area, Northern Ohio, Eastern Pennsylvania, Eastern New York, and Toronto.
Do you mean Western Pennsylvania and Western New York?
Yes, Western.
I'm like, because you kind of skipped over half of each state.
No, Western.
Okay.
Because I'm sure that Eastern Pennsylvania would be DC. So I'm sure after with time those groups will grow enough to have their own, but for right now they are one large group surrounding that area.
Right.
And to me, what I need to do for myself is look at the requirements to be an associate, because usually, like even right now as an associate member of Trident, I still have to show up for like 8 out of the 12 meetings a year. So if it's something to that effect, like you have to be here for X amount of meetings, I have to take that in consideration because I'm like, it's a 2-hour drive.
Right. No, that makes sense. I mean, that's a lot of clubs have that. Like when I was with the Berg Bears, I don't know if they still do it now, but there was a time when you could be like an associate member, and it was based on physical geography. Like you had to be more than 25 or 50 miles away. So technically you could be an associate in like San Diego, but there was an understanding expectation. You don't have voting rights and you don't have to come to meetings. Like, I mean, each organization can set them up however they want.
Right. To be fair, I did ask him, does Columbus have a contingency here? And he said, no, Columbus is part of the Great Lakes area. And when he said you would be an associate member, I didn't clarify why I would be an associate member. So my first instinct is, well, maybe it's because I'm not a person of color.
I believe that is the case. Because I think Pop Beacon mentioned that, didn't he? One time? Previously?
He might have.
Somehow?
I don't know. Send us information. Give us feedback. Let us know how far off we are.
Give us a jingle. Our number is right there. For all
if you're listening and you're an Onyx member, we need some info.
Because we're dumb white guys.
Oh yeah, that's me.
Okay. I only have one thing to say. NAB is coming. Woo! So I'm kind of excited about that. Like it's starting. I'm starting to get the bug. And I think that's because people have been reaching out and chatting with me, and they're like, I can't wait to see you at NAB. So Miss Tammy and I had a chat the other day. Hey, Miss Tammy. She was like, I'm still looking forward to seeing you. And I'm like, okay, that's cool. And so we were chatting about some stuff. And then she was asking me, she's like, are you getting dressed up at all? And I was like, I hadn't thought about it.
Neither have I.
I know. So then I had to go look at the schedule and like start pre-planning. So I was using the Yap app that they use for NAB. I'm familiar with how it operates, obviously. And so I was like, oh, let me make my own custom schedule and trying to figure out like the who, what, where, when, things I want to go to, that kind of stuff. So yeah, it was interesting. No, like, so yeah, I hadn't really thought about that. Sometimes I get specific about what I want to wear. And I don't think this year I'm not crazy about the theme. It's not a bad theme. It's just not my thing.
What is the theme?
Circus Ursus. So it's a circus theme focusing on bears. So circus bears?
Yes. And one of the things dance nights is, it says masquerade, but I know damn well everybody's going to take that as meaning Mardi Gras.
Perhaps.
I would love to dress up as Britney Spears from Circus.
With the anaconda and everything?
All eyes on me in the middle of a ring. Anyway.
Take pictures. to say for that.
Oh, well, hey, because this is the last show before NAB, we should make this announcement.
Kind of.
It's the last live show before NAB. Producer smartass. All right. So Chester, Damon, and I are expecting to be at NAB Lexington this coming weekend, along with a whole bunch of COL Entourage people. As co-hosts, we have decided we are not going to do a live OTR show from NAB. Just because of the amount of people that are there and the amount of stuff we're trying to do, it was proving a challenge to figure out the who, what, where, when. So what we're going to do is an OTR recap show next Sunday night. So standard time, channel, all that kind of stuff. We'll recap how NAB went. That's what the whole show is going to focus on. But while we're at Lexington, I'm going to see about us doing some live, like, Facebook video type stuff. So you'll get to see little snippets of us at the weekend and what's happening. Probably, seeing people that have been on the show as guests and that kind of thing. But it's not going to be like Midwest where we did a whole social sponsor thing at night or anything. It's not like that. So probably see lots of like little snippet videos type things. And then if we can, I know we can download them. So Jeff, afterwards, I might see if we can string them together and make a little
like you did for the claw thing that one time.
Yeah, kind of. But instead of just recording them to my phone, like they would actually be Facebook Live every single time.
Right.
And then you can pull it down afterwards.
So if you are a listener or have been a guest on our show and you are at NAB,
and you want to
seek us out.
There's a couple of things you can do. You can try to feed us cookies, whether or not we get you sticky. Hold on,
take off my sweatshirt so I can reveal something.
We can't see you, and there's a delay. While we're waiting to see whatever Jeff's up to, you could also try to get a hashtag with Chester. There, I just pimped you out. Or at least come up and say hi, get a hug. Wear your COL swag. Let us know that you're there, and so we can get pictures and stuff. That would be awesome.
There. Now I've got my appropriate sticky cookie shirt.
I know that Damon, Gary, and I had discussed trying to get a group of people from COL Entourage together to get a picture with us, as well as previous guests. It could still happen, but if it did, it's going to be like completely on the fly. So because we didn't our lives are just too hectic right now, and we all kind of put it off on scheduling something. So
the moral of this story is everybody make sure you're watching the Facebook or have liked the Facebook Cubs Out Loud page so you can get notifications that when they go live. And don't worry, we'll get kind of like a clip video up later so that you can go back. It'll be in the COL Clips playlist.
Right.
Or highlights, I think is what I called it. I don't have it in front of me right now, so I don't remember exactly. So you'll be able to see that. And next week, we're still going to have a regular show where you're going to be doing your recap?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we can actually answer questions doing a live show, standard style, if people have questions about things specifically that happen at NAB. Mm-hmm. So, but yeah, that's me.
Cool. Guess what?
That's the end of the show.
Now, whoever thought we'd be doing commercials?
I know I sure as heck didn't.
Being that we're a smaller scale podcast, we don't have advertisers knocking down our door to give us money, and that's okay.
Which is why we want to take a moment and tell you about two really great ways you can support Cubs Out Loud.
Over the past 9 years, COL has produced hundreds of audio episodes, and now we have matching video episodes for you to enjoy.
This year, we introduced the new COL logo and launched our new merch store over at Zazzle.com/CubsOutLoud.
Or you can also use the COL merchandise link on our podcast website to pull up the online store.
Here you can take a look at through a range of products including t-shirts, hats, poker chips, underwear, backpacks, and various other things with the COL logo on them.
And keep an eye out for new things to be added based on your interests and requests.
We typically can be found showing these great items off in the video stream of our shows.
Also, to help with our new format, we're doing YouTube video shows that help create the audio version. We have a GoFundMe campaign underway at gofundme.com/COLstream.
This campaign allows us to afford upgrading the PC that Jeff uses to produce our shows. Plus, a better computer means better quality streams.
And thanks in advance for not only listening to Cubs Out Loud, but helping support the podcasts too.
This mug is a really good mug.
That is bad podcast audio, and you should know better as a producer.
True. So I got my Cubs Out Loud mug with me. And I got my Cubs Out Loud sweatshirt. And I got my... And this is... Thank you, Smashy. Smashy is one of my favorite people in all the world. He's an amazing artist. And he created us, and I actually created Gary, but then it kind of ended up being with us. A great... Now that you're sticky, here's your cookie shirt, which is available on the COL store.
Ooh, that reminds me. We have another new design coming very, very soon.
Ooh.
That I'm kind of happy about. Hey, while I'm thinking of it, because I'm sitting here drinking wine, Jeff, does Zazzle have wine glasses we could put our logo on?
Well, let me double check. I'm not sure.
Like I need another goddamn wine glass. That said, why don't we move on?
Apparently. Oh, moving on. Also, Gary's shirt you can also get on the store too.
Oh yeah, or the hat.
The long
Hat
sleeve
shirt.
hat shirt. Anyways, we're going into this. And Chester, what's been going on in the Twitterverse?
Wait.
Last
minute entry, apparently. Live breaking news.
Never mind.
Like,
Gary?
Literally, I just got the notification.
And he was typing it on the screen as you were playing the feedback clip. And I was like, oh, apparently we have to thank Philip Thomas for liking us on Facebook, because he just poked us, liked us, licked us, something. I don't know, a moment ago. So thanks, Philip, for liking us on Facebook.
Oh, by the way, also breaking news, thanks to Facebook, because I just pulled it up on my iPad here, it's Cisco's birthday.
Oh, yay!
Dr. Cisco's birthday is today. Happy birthday, Cisco.
Happy birthday, Doc.
Our favorite doctor. Anyways, moving on. Where were we?
All right, so I think it's Chester's turn to start giving out hash marks to people. Sorry.
I don't know. Just what's been going on in Twitter?
We have one new follower on Twitter. I think it is supposed to be Wong Eden 4693.
Okay.
I think. And we have two comments. The first one's from Ernie365123. And it was, thanks Cubs Out Loud for a shout out on your podcast for me following your YouTube channel. You ended up getting my name right towards the end. Haha. And also G Bear Trucker had responded. What was that?
I heard a hang up, but nobody hung up.
Yeah, that's not me. Keep going.
Oh. G Bear Trucker said, enjoying the big fun at Cubs Out Loud podcast, episode 452. Who you calling a chaser, with a bunch of emoticons, a bear, a rainbow flag, and some stars. We also have some new Tumblr followers. Coral Tidal Wave Kitty, Rod MCY, and Georgia Prof Bear, which is Brian, who is also in our live chat right now. Def Vein 23, that's John in Austin, Texas, if anybody knows who that is. And also Mobes414.
I believe Mopes414 is Aaron, who I met in Milwaukee this past year, who is a super hot ginger bear.
Okay, that's who I thought.
He moved to Minnesota, I think. So
yeah, I was scoping out his Tumblr earlier, and I'm like, oh, this guy's yummy.
Scoping it out.
I was at work doing it.
All right, so you were in a bathroom stall. Scoping it
out. And we have one comment on Tumblr. It was in response to episode 452, Who You Callin' a Chaser, from Georgia Prof Bear. Great show, guys.
Hey, thank you.
That's it. That's all of our feedback. And thank you.
Okay,
Thanks for liking, following, and giving us.
Thank you for commenting, liking, and subscribing. You know what time it is.
Thank you.
It's time to get in cahoots with another Would You Rather? It's the Triple X edition. This time we are playing on an app called Kahoot. So everybody in the chat room right now, open up Kahoot and hit the enter your pin button. And Gary will give us all the instructions on what we need to do.
Sure. I'm guessing you didn't catch that there were sounds to play, Mr. Producer. So
there. Do you think I really look at this doc that intently?
With instructions written into it? Sure. I would expect you to, but silly me. All right.
Look, I put my stuff in and then I don't look at it until the show. You got to tell me that there's sound clips.
So you have to be instructed what to do to make sure that you execute it correctly.
If you tell me that there's sound clips beforehand, I would have the sound clips set up, but I don't.
Instead of expecting you to be thorough and reading everything. Got it. Okay.
Anyways, moving on.
All right. So we've done Would You Rathers in the past. And I think, Jeff, you had actually said, hey, maybe we should do another Would You Rather. And we didn't have things lined up with a guest or something specific we had to cover. So this worked out for today. Before we get into the game, I do just want to give some recognition. Damon is not with us tonight unexpectedly. Something came up with him and Jim. So they're fine. Everything's fine. But he was expected to be with us, but he's not here tonight. So we should see them at NAB. So, yeah. That said, so the Would You Rather, this time I wanted to add a live component. And shout out to Drew. We were in Cleveland and we went to a trivia night at a bar and they were using Kahoot to do it. And I thought it was kind of cool. Now, some people are already familiar with it. And yes, as Jeff was pointing out, like it seems to be an app, like software piece that's used for education purposes. In schools and colleges, it's been used in training programs with corporations and that. So in a way, we're using it probably not quite as intended, but we're not being charged for it. So that's why I decided to go with it. So basically what happens is you can go to the web interface, I think, or get the app and look up Kahoot. That's Kahoot. And then once you have it loaded, you can actually put in a pin for a specific game. And you need that in order to be able to play our game, because our game is not, to my knowledge, public to the world on purpose, kind of because of the topic content being XXX. So what's going to happen is each question is a Would You Rather. It starts off as Would You Rather, and then we end up with an A option and a B option. But in the game, they don't do A's and B's because of the way this one was set up. There isn't a right or wrong answer. So the back-end admin setup, basically, you're going to have two options and you get symbols, which are typically like triangles and squares or diamonds or circles or something like that.
Oh, so Brian said in live chat, I use Kahoot when teaching. It's fun. Gosh, I really hope that this doesn't ruin it for you.
Oh, he's not the only one. So does Phil.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. So this is not something unknown. This is actually a decently well used software app that's out there. So if one of you could kind of put this in the Telegram or whatever. So the pin for the game that we're going to be playing that I'm going to admin is 2501112. So that's 2501112.
That's the same number on my luggage.
What? That was so
Baseball's
random.
joke.
Oh. I was like, your luggage is numbered? So what happens is, see, I can already tell. B Mac has joined. I love as it says, naughty nicknames beware. I'm like, okay. So I'm an admin. Yeah, on the admin side that I see, apparently I can boot people if they have inappropriate names, which, hello, it's a triple X Kahoot game, so come on. Box Cub joined.
That would be me.
And then someone actually used the pin ID as their player ID.
Oh, Jesus.
That's okay. Gunner joined. So we'll wait a little bit. Now, here's the thing. We know that we have lag. Lag is we are live producing to YouTube, and it's probably anywhere from about 45 seconds to just over a minute between when we say and do something to when it actually comes up. So we're aware of this. So what's going to happen is I'm actually going to read the questions before they come up in the app. Because if we try to do this the normal way, everyone else outside of the host will be behind in the game, so to speak. Now, the point of the game, Smashy, Pupzio, we've got more people joining. That's cool. Yay! So basically what we're going to do is between the three of us as hosts, we are going to have a would you rather option come up, and then we're going to make a choice and discuss it. When it comes to the game aspect, everybody else that's playing along, we got 8 players, they will obviously be able to play it on their device. And then as an admin, I can see how everybody ranks. So we can kind of see, is there a preference one way or the other in terms of the options that are provided. So it's kind of fun. It's going to be interactive. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over the questions verbally first before they actually appear in the app. We're going to try to time this right because we're not all in the same place. If we were doing this live, like, at a training session in a classroom, at a bear run or something as a function, we'd all be in the same place at the same time. So it wouldn't have this internet lag kind of deal. So that reminds me, I'm going to do this. I'm going to put a timer on to keep track. I don't know who it is, but Sloppy Bottom 23 has officially joined the game.
Yay! We have a meme.
We have a meme.
That's how you tell when somebody is a COL fan, is when they reference Sloppy Bottom 23.
For that, I'm going to pour myself another glass of wine from my wine bag.
From your sack?
From my sack. Drain more from my wine sack.
Okay. Can we change our name at some point?
I don't know. Or you could bounce out and bounce back in probably and rejoin under a new name.
That's all right. Don't worry about it. The only people who can really see the names, as far as I'm aware of, is Gary anyways.
Yeah. At least that's the way I think it is too. Okay. So, again, for those of you that are just catching on, so the pin for the Kahoot game is 2501112. So that's 250, 111, and the number 2 at the end.
There are 3 ones.
Brian,
the 3 ones.
Start. Nice. Okay, are we ready to begin with question number 1?
Hit me!
So I'm going to read it aloud and then make it begin the game on the other end. So question number 1 is, would you rather get a blowjob in the back of a movie theater or have sex in a public restroom? Would you rather get a blowjob in the back of a movie theater or have sex in a public restroom is what the question is. So when the game starts in a moment and it pops up, it'll say, would you rather? And then you're going to have two options. So the option on your left is going to be blowjob in the back of a movie theater. And the option on the right, or the second option, is going to be have sex in a public restroom. So let's get started.
Get ready. Loading, loading, loading. Ready, set, go.
So triangle is
Other
the
players to answer.
movie theater, and I didn't get the other one because I already...
Diamond.
Diamond is the public...
Sex in a public restroom. So it's...
But it's only a
counting down-
blowjob in the theater.
So it's counting down from 90 seconds. So would you rather triangle, which is a blowjob in the back of a movie theater, or I think it's going to be a diamond or a square, have sex in a public restroom? Both of which are technically public.
Yes.
One might be slightly
No,
more
Chester,
public.
the game is called Would You Rather, so it's one or the other, not all of the above or both.
Damn it.
So the first question is, would you rather get a blowjob in the back of a movie theater, which is the triangle, or for me, it's the color red, or would you rather blue, which is a diamond or square, have sex in a public restroom? So we're down to less than half a minute.
I was kind of thinking, like, for the theater one, it's like, well, what movie is playing?
Listen to you. What movie is playing?
Schindler's List.
So now, the 10 people that started the game when we went into the question have answered. So everybody at the beginning of this question has answered. Now, between the three of us, why don't we round robin it? Jeff, you'll go first, and then Chester, and then me. And then I'll talk about the responses.
I'm just gonna go with the blowjob in the back of the theater.
Okay.
I have no idea why either.
Okay. Chester?
I think maybe because it's darker. I don't know.
I chose have sex in a public restroom.
Okay.
It's something that I've always really wanted to do, and I've only ever had it done something like that once. Yes.
I just came up
What? Evan is standing at my doorway, and he heard me say, I'd like to have sex in a public restroom. He's just looking at me weird.
Nice.
It's only ever happened once, and it was only briefly, like 10 seconds briefly. And it was a huge adrenaline rush when it happened, and I'm glad that I stopped when I did, because as soon as I stood up and like took a step back from the guy, a security guard walked in.
Whoa.
But
right.
yeah, when I lived in England, I would go into lots of public restrooms, hoping to even get a glimpse of it happening, and it never happened.
Okay. For me personally, I would pick the back of a movie theater because I've already had sex in a public restroom. So
the one you hadn't done.
Yeah, let's go with the one that hasn't been done. Okay, so now from our game respondents, it's a 40-60 split since there were 10 participants. 4 people would get a blowjob in the back of a movie theater. 6 would have sex in a public restroom. Oh. So more people are into tea time in a tea room, so to speak, than they are playing.
That's pretty close, almost 50-50. You know, 60-40. It's just off by one person, either way. So,
not that I want to disregard the other 4, but if the other 6 are in the same vicinity as me, oh, I just remembered. That's not true. I had sex in the bathroom at Midwest Bear Fest. Okay, so twice.
So memorable it was. You were on delay.
I can't believe I forgot that because it was with a really hot guy.
Uh-huh.
Anyway.
All right. So that's question number 1.
Because I did it and I loved it. That's the reason about that one.
It was like 4:30 in the morning.
All right. And then Blitzen said in live chat, why does it have to be in the back of a theater?
This is just the question. You don't ask why, you just pick one.
That's true. All right. Are we ready for question number 2?
Yes.
All right. So question number 2 in this case is, would you rather
Thanks.
play strip poker and lose on purpose, or try to win to see everyone else lose? So would you rather play strip poker and lose on purpose, or try to win to see everyone else lose?
So this question is kind of like, are you a voyeur or an exhibitionist?
Right. So your first option is, they're both playing strip poker. First option is to lose on purpose. And your second option is going to be to try to win to see everybody else lose. So basically, do you want to show off the goods, or do you want to see everybody else's goods? If you could control it, so to speak. All right. So let's start the second question in the game. So would you rather, in playing strip poker, the option on the left, or red triangle A, whatever you want to call it, is lose on purpose. And the second one, shut up. The second one is option B, diamond, square, whatever, blue. Try to win to see everyone else lose.
Just a question. For exhibition voyeurism flagging, which is which? Like hanky code wise.
I've never seen one. I honestly don't know, because I don't know.
No. If you're an exhibition voyeur, or if you're an exhibitionist, you walk around with your ass hanging out and you're not flagging anything. And if you're a voyeur, you're just watching. I don't know.
My reference for hanky codes is failing.
So we're getting close to 30 seconds. So would you rather, in playing strip poker, triangle, left, right-hand side, whatever, is lose on purpose, or diamond blue is would you try to win in strip poker to see everyone else lose? Which means you're watching all the rest of the players are getting to see the goodies, so to speak. Although, to be fair, it's strip poker, and from what Damon says, because he's played it at Midwest Bear Fest, it's not as titillating maybe as people might think it is. It's difficult to say.
The cockalating?
But you can be impressed, so, you know.
You know what? There isn't a hanky code for exhibitionism.
I'm not surprised, because I don't know.
If you're an exhibitionist, you're probably showing off already. So, all right, we gained a player, so we're up to 11 players. But before I get to the results, Jeff, which did you pick?
I picked, and I have reasonings for this, so there is some logic to it. I picked to see everybody else, but the thing is, it's really about losing on purpose. Is quite most likely that I would still be naked first, because I wouldn't lose on purpose. I would just lose all the time. I'm bad at poker.
Okay, so
plus
you
with
chose
the chance that I win to start seeing everybody else as well. So,
all right, so you didn't.
So it's like a
you lost
thing,
me.
I suppose.
Which did you pick? Did you lose on purpose or try to win?
Try to win.
Okay, so you chose option B, or the second one, try to win. I understand what you're saying, but yeah, Chester, what about you?
I picked. I would want to see everybody else lose.
So you want to try to win?
Yes.
And winning is seeing everybody else get naked.
Partly because I'm always cold, so I like it warm and clothes on.
It's a clean sweep. All three of us as co-hosts. I also would try to win to see everybody else lose.
We're all voyeurs.
Yeah. Well, I am a true voyeur, so that just fits in my wheelhouse. Now, the results are in the game, 5 out of 11 would lose on purpose. 6 of them would try to win. So pretty close like last time. In the live chat, Doe Guy says, I would rather try to win to get everyone else naked because I'll probably lose anyway.
See, the two of us have the same idea.
And we have an answer partially, Jeff. AJ says that it's white velvet for voyeur.
Oh.
Which I've never heard of. So it sounds very Liberace.
You know what?
To find white velvet.
Hanky code. I was searching for exhibitionism.
Not the hanky
voyeur.
Code.
Yeah, voyeur. So it's... Which is it? One on the left likes to watch. One on the right will put on a show.
Ah, there you go.
So exhibitionism isn't listed on there. It's just...
So you just need to find yourself a white hanky about the size of a COL hand towel.
You mean one like this?
Yes.
It's kind of crusty.
Without the...
Listen, you can hear it crunch.
No, without the Comes Out Loud logo or DNA deposited on it. If it's white velvet. Right. Are we ready to move on to question 3?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay.
This is working out well.
Would you rather have sex with the curtains open and the possibility of being seen? Okay, so you're at your home. Or would you rather have sex on a friend's couch as your friend watches you? So option A is at home with the curtains open and you could possibly be seen. Option B, or the second one, is you're at a friend's house on their couch and your friend watches you. Not participates, watches. So you're having sex either case. One's at home, one's not at home. One's where you might be seen because the curtains are open and someone could randomly pass by. Or in the other case, you know someone's watching you. It's your friend because it's their house and you're on their couch.
So possible random person or specific friend.
So let's get the Kahoot started up. So we got 90 seconds to answer. Would you rather have sex? Option 1, red triangle, top left, whatever, is with the curtains open and the possibility of being seen. Or blue diamond square. Option 2 is on a friend's couch as your friend watches you have sex. Doe Guy already answered in live chat. I'm not going to say it yet, but I think this is a very interesting question because one is potential voyeurism, maybe by a random stranger, and then the other one is absolute voyeurism in a way, but you're being exhibitionist with someone you know.
You're being exhibitionist in either way. It's just one, you have the chance of a random person viewing you. The other, you already know who's going to be viewing. So.
True. That's very true. Less than 30 seconds left on the question. So would you rather have sex? Option A, or the first one is red triangle, have the curtains open with the possibility of being seen. So some peeping Tom could actually see what the hell you're doing. Or the second one, the blue diamond, is you'd be on a friend's couch and as your friend would be watching you because they're home.
See, their couch. Now if you're in the right place of on the second story of a building, or maybe the window to from your house actually goes out to your backyard, which is fenced in or something, less likely somebody will actually see you. So yes, in some sense, in those certain cases, I'd probably go with the curtains open. I don't know. There's just something about even just the chance that somebody might see me, even though it's a low possibility, would be kind of titillating.
Yeah. So this one has a little bit more of a skewed answer. That's interesting. So Jeff, you're choosing curtains open or friend's couch?
Friend's couch.
All right.
Because in the actual matter of it, it's kind of still gonna be like, I don't know exactly where everything is. So
yeah. So Jeff's gonna go with the friend's couch with the friend watching. Chester, which did you pick?
I'm gonna go with the friend's couch. Only because the one technicality with the curtains open was my own home. Potentially their home. If it was, would you have sex in a hotel room with the curtains open? Well, then that probably would have changed my answer.
But because it's your own home versus a friend's home on their couch with them watching you.
I've seen most of my neighbors. None of them are attractive.
Oh, wow. Okay. I have sort of done both. So I'm going to guess if I'm going to be bold enough to have sex on my friend's couch, obviously that friend is there watching, so it's probably the way I'm going to go. I think that's what I would choose. All right, so our results, we had 11 answers. 4 people would have the curtains open. But 7 of you dirty, dirty, dirty people would have sex on your friend's couch with your friend watching you right there.
We have some dirty listeners. They're all into voyeurism and exhibitionism.
So, welcome to the White Velvet edition of the podcast.
This is awesome. I'm reading the chat. So Dogai was like, left likes to watch. Go Southpaws. Then he's like, couch. The alternative might end up breaking the laws, which I think is interesting. So I think he chose couch with friend watching. HUD said, I'd rather a known person. So I think that's his way of revealing he would choose couch. And Daniel Delgado said definitely couch with a friend watching. I'm highly amused by this. Maybe it's the wine. I don't know. We'll see.
I just find it weird that you're calling the with your friend watching, like, that's more dirty than just having the windows open or the curtains open and having the possibility that a random person would see you.
Well, because I think one is more vulnerable.
You're having sex either way.
No. Well, yeah, but I think what is more vulnerable than the other? To have sex on your friend's couch with your friend watching, I think is more vulnerable, even though you're friends, than it is a random complete stranger. Because you don't have any attachment to them. You don't know them. So it could be the hot neighbor. It could be a fireman. It could be the UPS driver. It could be your female, like, 80-year-old landlord. So,
AJ. That could be part of the new logo. White velvet texture.
Oh, gosh.
Jesus Christ.
All right. So moving on to question number 4. Would you rather be turned into an ice cream sundae buffet or be tied up for sex where only everyone else saw?
Okay, hold on. Pause. Let Gary catch up because he was lagging.
Yeah, it was bad.
Okay.
Okay, say that.
So that's okay. So the question this time is, would you rather, option A, or first option, triangle, rather be turned into an ice cream sundae buffet? So in other words, you are naked and you are turned into an ice cream sundae buffet. Toppings, ice cream, the whole bit. Or B, you get tied up for sex. Yes, with nuts. Maybe not peanuts, if there's allergies. Or B, the blue triangle in a moment. Would you rather be tied up for sex where everyone else gets off but not you? Okay. So ice cream buffet, or you get tied up, but everyone else is going to get off. So I posted that to the app.
Damn, this is a tough one.
Well, that's the whole point of Would You Rather. It's supposed to be fun. We've been criticized on this. So I tried to be...
I'm just curious how well our listeners think that they know me and what they think I would answer with that. So for my own curiosity, go ahead and type that into chat, which one you would think I would do.
All right. So this time, Would You Rather? Red triangle is, would you be turned into an ice cream sundae buffet? So you're a human ice cream sundae, which means you are naked and you have ice cream and toppings, all that stuff all over you, and people eat it off of you. Or blue diamond, option B. Second option is, will you rather be tied up where everyone gets off on you? Like, basically, you are the object of their orgasm. Get to have an orgasm. Oh no!
You're not. You don't have to eat it.
I mean, does lactose
this isn't
intolerant
giving
have
anything
to-
away. Yeah, Doe Guy, I love it. He's like, I'm lactose intolerant. So, all right. So we're down to about 9 seconds. 8, 7, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. We got 12 answers this time. Ooh, and it's very skewed. This is very interesting. All right, Jeff, would you want to be an ice cream sundae buffet or get tied up and not get off?
I'd rather be an ice cream sundae buffet. Here's why. I want to get off, man.
Okay. Chester.
Well, everybody in the chat got it right except for one person. Mr. AJ. I would definitely go with being tied up while everybody else got off around me. I'm assuming that even though I'm tied up, I'm still getting played with, right? It's just that I don't get to get off.
It's a BDSM scene, so everybody else is having an orgasm but you. So take that how you want. Like, there could be, cock and ball torture. There could be all sorts of things.
I'm assuming that there's other things going on, and I'm helping with other people get off, and that's okay. So yeah, I would definitely choose B.
Okay. Interesting. I don't like this question, even though I kind of wrote it. The idea of both of them hip to the fact that I would be an ice cream sundae buffet. True story, as a sidebar, I went to a bathhouse once where they had a human dessert bar. It was like cookies and pie and cake and all sorts of different stuff. The fact that it was at a bathhouse was just so annoying to me because I was like, yes, this place really has to be up on its health code, like cleanliness, but still. Anyways. And I have a thing about food and sex. That being said, I guess I just answered the question. I would go with tied up where everyone else gets off but me. That's that. All right, so we had 12 answers. 4 people would be made into an ice cream buffet. 8 would be tied up where everyone else gets off. So 2/3 of you dirty players would get tied up.
I'm bringing all my bondage gear with me to NEB, just so people know. Be happy to tie you down.
Brady Tibbers joined us late. So Tibbers, if you hear this, and I don't know if you can scroll backwards through the live chat or not, to get the app and the pin for us playing Kahoot. Let's move on to question number 5. Would you rather start the timer? Would you rather receive a lap dance with a happy ending from your last fuck? Option A, lap dance with a happy ending from your last fuck. Or option B, would you rather have a no strings attached hookup with a cable, utility, or delivery guy?
Say again.
So first option is lap dance with a happy ending with your last fuck, or would you like to have an NSA hookup with a cable / utility or delivery guy? In other words, person that comes to your home, to do an installation.
Let's just assume the cable guy is hot. Your definition, your own personal definition of hot.
All right. So, put the question up into Kahoot so people can see it. Would you rather receive a lap dance with a happy ending from your last fuck? So you have to think about, who did you last fuck, right? That's who you would get the lap dance with a happy ending from. That's option A, red triangle. Or B is have an NSA hookup with a cable utility repair installation person delivery guy. So it's that whole porn fantasy thing.
Here's the thing.
Brown chicken, brown cow.
Depending on who you last fuck is gonna determine how you answer this question.
Well, I would hope the last person you fucked, you wanted to fuck.
I mean, don't get me wrong.
In
sometimes
my case,
you have
that
a
is
fucking
not
like,
the deciding factor.
Oh, we ended early. Oh, we got 14 answers. More players. Yay. All right. Jeff, lap dance or NSA hookup?
NSA hookup.
All right.
The last guy.
Chester?
The last guy I fuck. Don't get me wrong. It was fun, but he was over 400 pounds, and it would kind of be awkward for a lap dance. And he's not like the best in all the world, so yeah.
And hopefully he doesn't listen or watch this podcast.
I'm
Where the fuck? Oh, good lord.
Yes, yes. The State fans are out, kitties. Chester?
I'm kind of in the same boat as Jeff. The last person I fucked was Evan. However, I don't like lap dances. They don't do a goddamn thing for me. So that's pointless. The idea of sitting at home waiting on the cable guy and having that go on is much more intriguing to me. Now, that being said, I did have a hookup here once when the cable guy showed up. So we kind of had to put everything on hold.
Wow. That's revealing. Jeff, your mic sounds really far away again. I don't know what's going on.
I think it's good.
Wonderful. All right. So, I would... I'm going to go with option A, receive a lap dance with a happy ending from my last fuck. Because while the NSA hookup with the person visiting my home is a porn fantasy and it's hot and it's one I would not mind happening, I know who my last fuck was and I wouldn't mind that again. So there you go.
See? I told you. Big thing.
All right, so our responses, we had 14 answers this time, so we got even more people playing the game. 6 people chose the lap dance. 8 people chose the NSA hookup. So slightly more people want the anonymous porn fantasy kind of situation.
Y'all are some dirty bitches.
Well, you know.
I'm in that camp too. I'm just pointing it out.
So I'm reading the live chat. One person, I'm not going to name them to be fair, said, well, the last fuck was the hubby. So I know. I'm like, oh, I'm not sure how to take that. He said that Daniel Delgado said the last UPS driver guy that came to my house was a really hot bear. Bonus. Joe Guy was like, so familiar and safe versus the unknown. He says, I would assume the lap dance turns into something more preferable. Well, yeah, it's a happy ending. So, you know, everybody gets off. Joe Guy says, but the lap dance seems boring to me. Not if they know what they're doing. I'm just going to say. All right. Are we ready for the next question?
I am ready.
All right. Would you rather get a blowjob, A, while driving in rush hour traffic?
Oh, Jesus. Fuck.
Or B, get a blowjob in a busy and popular tablecloth restaurant? Now, let me explain. I had to rate it a
This is
certain way.
terrible question to have right now.
Tablecloth restaurant means it's an upper scale restaurant, so they actually have tablecloths. So there's some potential anonymity, but it's not a guarantee. Either way, you're getting a blowjob. Option A, red triangle, is going to be driving in rush hour traffic where other people can see you. And remember, it's rush hour, so they're probably moving at the same pace that you are, or not moving, depending on if traffic is stopped. And then B, the blue diamond square, whatever, is going to be you get a blowjob, but it's in a very busy and popular tablecloth style restaurant. So it's a little upscale. Both of them are public. Just depends on what you want to go with.
One is semi-hidden.
Yeah.
I mean, you could also say that the rush hour traffic is semi-hidden too. Depends on how tall the cars next to you are and how tall your car is. If you have tinted windows, that sort of thing.
Well, I guess that's a factor. But to me, it's really the titillation of like, so you're getting a blowjob, you're driving in rush hour traffic, or you're in a busy and popular restaurant. But I put tablecloth on purpose because this ain't no fast food, bitches. This is not Mickey D's. This is not Taco Bell. This is not Jack in the Box. This is not Whataburger.
It's Olive Garden.
Just wait. Hold on 1 second. On Valentine's Day, you can make reservations at White Castle.
Oh.
And they will serve you tableside.
I have had too much wine to throw up right now, so
there could be tablecloths there.
If you had too much wine, would you need to throw up?
Oh my God. Noah, I'm a grad student. What tablecloth restaurant am I affording?
Maybe it's your beau who is the guy you're getting a blowjob from who paid for the dinner.
Nice. All right, so all the answers are already in. We got 14 again. So, Jeff, rush hour traffic or popular tablecloth restaurant?
Going rush hour
Noah's
traffic.
comment.
Okay. Chester?
Well, what do you think I would say there, Gary? See how well you know me.
Okay, I'm gonna make a guess, but I think you would do either. But I think you would do either. But I think if you had a choice that both are possible, you would probably choose the popular tablecloth restaurant because it's far more titillating to know that you could have an orgasm while having a dinner and people might not know.
Well, yes. While that is true, a lot of it also would have to do with the fact that I've dined in a lot of restaurants of that caliber, and I love those types of restaurants. Just the food itself is it does all sorts of great things for my senses. So that's why I like eating at them. The fact that somebody would be, blowing me while I'm eating, duck confit or something like that would be fantastic.
Interesting. So I'm looking at the live chat. Hey, Tibbers, it's called Would You Rather. That's why there's not a both option. Come on. Interesting. Brian says rush hour here is a parking lot. So that pretty much means you're just putting on a show. All right.
Yes, but Noah's answer is the best. Best of both worlds. A blowjob in the drive-thru.
That's not. Anyways, I'm sure many people have that. Like the road had the table.
Oh, Skype! What the fuck are you doing? Okay, ladies and gentlemen.
What's going on your end, Jeff? We're good.
No, you guys. Maybe it's my connection to Skype, but you guys were freezing, and I couldn't hear anything you said for the last 20 seconds.
Both of you are coming in very laggy to me, and faggy.
Well, that's nice.
Really, girl? Okay. So for me, if I was going to get a blowjob, I'd want to do it in a popular tablecloth restaurant. I'm too much of a control freak about the driving a rush hour traffic thing. I would be too worried that the driving is an issue. So
see, it would be really nice if it would be in a car with a bench front seat.
Okay, here's what I got to be realistic with this. If you are in rush hour traffic, there's lots of stop and go, and there's off times you. I don't have my dick down somebody's throat while I slam on the brakes and make them go down even further on me, or well, actually that wouldn't be bad. The possibility of them biting me because of it.
It's true.
I don't want that to happen.
Can't change my ways. Hey, folks, we're gonna kind of sort of pause here. Like, the audio feed is going to have an edit right about here, but I'm gonna restart the Skype call because this is bugging the hell out of me. So hold that thought.
Was this before? So I'm reading through the YouTube chat. Smashy said a handy at 3 a.m. in the Mickey D's drive-thru, and apparently the lag has been a problem for some folks.
Okay.
Joe guy
Did
says
the call
Skype.
even disconnect for you guys?
Yes.
No.
Okay.
No, not for me.
Well, not for us.
Oh.
I love that Joe guy says Skype has had as much wine as Gary. Really? It is not box wine, bitch. It's bag wine. It's sack wine. Hello.
Same thing,
Comes
because
with a
what's
spout,
in
everything.
What do you think is in that box?
What do I think is in this bag? Majestic Oak Cranberry Crush wine. It's fucking great.
Yeah, but in a box
I think
wine,
what
it's
Jeff
also
is trying to say is inside the box there's a bag.
Well, anyways.
Canadians drink milk out of their bag. Let Gary have his fucking wine in a bag.
I've drank milk out of a bag.
So have I. Well, I used to live in Canada.
When I went to college, that's how milk came in. Came in bags. In the cafeteria. Commissary.
Anyways, moving on.
Interesting.
We're back.
I'm looking... reading some of the other cats. Okay. So here's the surprising answer in Kahoot. 8 people said head in rush hour traffic. 6 people said a blowjob in a popular restaurant.
I guess it'd be all right if I were giving, but I don't think I would want to receive head in rush hour traffic. I've given head in, well, England's always a parking lot.
Nice. All right. So we ready to move on to the next question?
Yes.
Okay. Number 7. Start timer. Would you rather have sex on an amusement park dark ride? An amusement park dark ride. Dark rides at amusement parks are indoors. So think like Space Mountain kind of a thing. Not that fast. Or would you rather use a fuck machine? You're either controlling it or you're receiving said fuck machine. Either way,
really easy for me.
Mechanics are involved.
So
either
wait,
way.
okay. So it's have sex in a dark ride in an amusement park, or use a fuck machine.
Right.
Just
So for
period. Use a fuck machine.
Right. And so here's the thing is, for those of you that don't know what a fuck machine is, girl, like, hook yourself up on Pornhub and XTube. Jesus. But anyways, or you could buy one from Fort Trough, as we saw at MAL. That was quite comical. They were there as a vendor, and so it was embarrassing to see people like see literally a fuck machine with a dildo on the end of it. It was actually highlighting too. So yeah, that's going to be the next question here. Would you rather, the red triangle in this case is going to be have sex on an amusement park dark ride, which means it's indoors. So think Small World after all.
Pirates of the Caribbean.
Which is kind of like the love type game. Pirates of the Caribbean is another form of a dark ride, that kind of a thing. Or would you use a fuck machine? And using the fuck machine, you could either receive or be in control of it. Meaning, you're the person controlling the speed and the variance.
Aaron has to leave, so he says bye. He's got a long drive home. Good luck on getting roadhead on that drive.
Nice. All right, we got about 40 seconds left in Kahoot. So less answers might be coming on if some people were leaving. We'll see. Popular park ride in Erie Park Water.
And Skype is still being.
Oh, we got 12 answers.
Hey, for the listeners in live chat, are you guys hearing us lag, or are you lagging as well?
No, they're hearing the lag. Because anything that I hear, they hear.
Okay.
Hard to say. All right, so Jeff, which is it? Amusement park ride or the fuck machine?
Amusement park ride. I'm not a fan of fuck machines. I mean, kind of watching somebody, but I don't really want to deal with them. Either way, shape, or form.
Okay. Chester?
I want to go with the fuck machine. Not for actually fucking, because I would put a flashlight on it and use that as a suck machine. I've never tried one.
Oh.
That's a thought.
I'm very interested and intrigued. And maybe I would use it as a fuck machine just because then I can control it.
Wouldn't that be similar to like a milking machine?
Yeah, they have those.
Kind
Not the same, but y'all know how many times I've been to Disney.
So I think that might be a subliminal way of saying that you've had sex at Disney. Anyways, Chester, circle back after we're done with the game. I wanted to ask you something about this idea that you had. For me, I would actually go with the fuck machine. And actually, I think my sadistic side would come out and I would want to control it on somebody else. So, in Kahoot, our answers are 12 answers. 7 people would like to have sex on an amusement park dark ride. 5 would use the fuck machine, controlling or receiving. Now, interesting in the live chat, some of the answers are cracking me up. Somebody said Spunk Mountain, the haunted mansion, because there's ectoplasm all over the place. Daniel Delgado said fuck machine with me receiving and my master in control. Cool. No guy says I would use a fuck machine, but I haven't done either. No, happiest place on earth. Oh, I love it. All right, ready for the next question?
Yep.
Okay, this one's probably going to be a lot simpler and easier. All right, would you rather forever, so from the moment you make the decision till you die, forever, be on the bottom or be on the top when it comes to sex? So your position is you're going to be on the bottom or you're going to be on the top. So when it goes
Doesn't
to
matter
Kahoot here in a little bit.
sex, just bottom.
Right. So forever, making this decision going forward, you can't do both. So you have to choose one or the other. You're forever going to be on the bottom or you're forever going to be on top.
Now, is that right? So like the left side is bottom, right side is top?
I don't know. I wasn't paying attention when I wrote it.
For flagging purposes, no, it would be left,
Yeah, right.
top, right, bottom.
Gary, you should have thought.
My bad. I didn't. Hey, I was just trying to get the damn game set up. So for Kahoot, would you rather forever be on the bottom or be on the top? So the red triangle, yeah, it is backwards because the triangle is pointing up.
It's like this basically would nullify versatility.
Yeah, it's making you make a choice. You can't always have your cake and eat it too in life. More wine. 50 seconds to go. Oh, we've already got 9 answers.
Basically, bottom, you're having it stuck into you. Top, you're sticking it in.
So would you rather forever, with 30 seconds left?
No, Dogai, it's the
Red.
other way around.
Red triangle. First option is be on the bottom.
No, left.
Or...
Triangle is bottom.
Oh, sorry.
Square is top. Nice.
You're thinking, oh, it's flags. I got everybody confused now.
Yeah, you really shouldn't have brought it up, Jeff, because now everybody's all like...
I should have waited until it was over.
Yeah. Time has run out. We got 10 answers. Interesting. 6 of one, 4 of the other. Jeff, what about you?
Take a guess.
I'm going to say you're a blue diamond.
Yes.
Being on top.
Mm-hmm.
Chester?
Top. I'm too much of a control freak. Even for as much as I like being submissive and being in a bottom role, I'm still anal retentive about the way that I like things done. So I would much rather be in the top position because then I can control it better.
Okay. I would have to go with be on the bottom. So 2 of you are blue. 1 of us is red. I would be red. I'm laughing because I'm reading the live chat. This whole confusion about which is which.
Sorry.
What in the butt?
No, what's a top? You mean like a shirt? I like shirts. Dogai thought he voted incorrectly, and then he got corrected, and he's like, no, I did vote correctly. So yeah, if Dogai voted correctly, then it's still 6-4. 6 chose they would forever be on the bottom. 4 would forever be your girl on top.
See, we needed a Venn diagram of who's the exhibitionists and who likes being bound up and who doesn't necessarily need to get off. And
nice.
Because I'm trying to narrow that window down to figure out who I want to sleep with next.
Wow.
I'm kidding. It's going to be AJ.
Okay.
Oh, wait a minute. Is he the first on your list at an AB?
No, I'm making a joke because I know he will be there and I will bump into him.
And in and out, and in and out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Saw where that was going. All right, so let's move on to the next question, number 9. Would you rather have a quick fuck? Oh, shit. I've lost part of the question. I can't remember. Oh, would you rather have a quick fuck, A, in a coat closet, or B, on a kitchen counter? And yes, the kitchen counter can support your weight. So before people start like getting bitchy about like, yes,
4-bear rated.
Yes, it's 4-bear rated. So, would you rather red triangle option 1A, whatever, have a quick fuck in a coat closet, or B, the blue diamond square, whatever, have your quick fuck on a kitchen counter? And yes, the kitchen counter can support your weight.
Well, I can't think of a kitchen counter that wouldn't. That's more of a kitchen table, maybe. But
Noah's calling me out. It was a recruitment scam the whole time. Yes, everybody's in on it.
Nice. All right, so it should be live in the game. Would you rather have a quick fuck, A, in a coat closet, or would you rather have a quick fuck on a kitchen counter, which is option B, and yes, the kitchen counter can support your weight?
I don't know why that's a question. I can't think of a kitchen counter that wouldn't support the weight.
Okay, Brady, it's a coat closet. Coat. You know, like fur coat. Not a Coke closet. Now, if it was the 80s, that's a whole different time frame of partying, so you never know.
Somebody on my Facebook today posted a picture from their Wish suggestions, and it said something like, little vial with silver spoon attached to it, conceal snuff something.
Wow. All right, down to like about 20 seconds. So would you rather have a quick fuck, A, red triangle, option 1, in a coat closet, or B, on a kitchen countertop that can support both your weight? Oh my God! Wait till you hear the results. Moving on. Jeff, what's your pick?
Take a guess.
Coat closet, kitchen counter.
Take a guess.
Kitchen counter.
Gary probably already knows just based off the results.
Maybe. I don't know. It's hard to say. I'm going to agree with Chester. I'm guessing that you picked kitchen counter.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Chester, what did you pick?
Kitchen counter. Or, yes. Kitchen counter. Yes. Yeah. Kitchen counter. Closets are too small, and they're only meant to hold clothes.
Oh, that's interesting. I also would pick the kitchen counter, but I didn't think of it that way. I just think that having sex in a kitchen can be sexier than a coat closet.
There's food there and implements and
apparently on Noah's counter there's snacks. Mask for snacks.
Mask for snacks. Oh my God.
When you want to gag him, you just put a donut in his mouth. You know, it's great.
You don't want him to die. We're not Dane.
What?
Wow.
Was that some shade? I don't have a fan.
But if
the other day, I made a comment.
Blow your fan for me. That was like major shade, man.
The other day, I made a comment about choking, and somebody had said, "What is the appropriate time to stop choking them?" And Dane had replied, "Before they're dead."
Noah, I can't believe you're asking us if we want to go back in the closet. How rude. Brady, well, my closet is pretty giant. So someone's being a size queen and bragging, apparently.
I mean, actually, my closet with the right pocket cub would probably be okay because I have like my old comforter in there and some other sheets that we could have on the floor, and it's carpeted.
Okay.
And it probably
wait.
Thing, but
in your coat closet?
Well, I only have one closet in the apartment.
Okay.
So
yeah,
but
I was gonna say
that's not a coat closet if you're going by that. And besides the fact, can a coat closet actually fit 2 bears?
Yes. I've seen some large coat closets.
That's a really big coat closet.
Well, you know, I mean the bears may not be huge, but all right. So all three of us picked kitchen counter. The results are overwhelmingly 10-1. So we had 11 respondents, 10 picked one, and 1 picked the other. So any guesses for my co-host which way it swung?
Oh, I'm going to go with kitchen because, we're all bears. We all like to eat. We're all fat.
Also, there was 3 of us. Oh, wait a minute. There was at least 2 of us who kind of voted for the kitchen counter. Math.
So you are correct. 10 people picked the kitchen counter. 1 person picked the coat closet.
Okay, if you're in the chat, who picked the closet one? I just want to know, and I want to know why.
I think it was
What
Brady.
kind of TARDIS?
No, because I think it was Brady. Brady says, I'm just saying I could fit 7 bears in my closet. And then Damon's correcting as an admin and is like, remember, it specifically said coat closet.
Noah wants to know what kind of TARDIS it is.
Yeah.
What kind of TARDIS is your coat closet?
Exactly. All right, so let's move on. Question number 10. Would you rather, while watching a blockbuster movie in the theater, okay, so you're in a movie theater watching a blockbuster movie, would you rather get an unbelievable blowjob or give a hand job to your partner that leaks lots of pre-cum?
Say that again.
Okay, so you're in a movie theater, you're watching a blockbuster movie. You're watching Solo, the new movie that's coming out in May, or whatever your pick is, big blockbuster movie. Would you rather get an unbelievable blowjob or, while you're watching the movie, give a hand job? So you're giving the hand job to your partner, but your partner leaks lots of pre-cum.
So get a blowjob or give a hand.
Well, the hand job, there's a clarification. Your partner leaks lots of pre-cum, so it's going to be messy.
That's kind of an easy one for me.
Is blowjob or get a blowjob, give a hand. Or is it give?
No, one is get, the other is give. You get an unbelievable blowjob, or you give a sloppy wet hand job. So it's live to Kahoot. Would you rather, while watching a blockbuster movie in the theater, red triangle, first option is get an unbelievable blowjob, or the blue, option 2, diamond square, whatever, give a hand job to your partner that leaks lots of pre-cum?
This is an easy decision for me.
All right, we're down to about 50 seconds.
Triple X porn parody titles.
I know, I'm seeing that in the chat. The Phantom Head, the Greatest Blowman. We have a witty entourage in live chat. So 30 seconds left. Would you rather, while watching a blockbuster movie in the theater, get an unbelievable blowjob or give a hand job to your partner that leaks lots of pre-cum? Ooh, and the results are very interesting. All right, Jeff.
I have my reasonings for this.
Oh, God.
Okay. Get an unbelievable blowjob just because, damn, my arm would get tired. It's not like I keep this thing worked out that much. Even with all that
but if they're
even with all that pre-cum,
it's nice and slick, and you don't have friction. And
I know, but I've had people with nice slick cocks that I've tried to give a hand job to, and I'm like,
It's too
I'd
funny.
rather reduce the work that I would have to do. So
in other words, you're being a lazy top.
yes.
All right.
shocking.
Chester.
On cue. Look
Yep.
at that, folks. They're coordinated.
Chester.
I am going to go with, and I think I may have answered this wrong on the app, but I would go with the blowjob because I like pre-cum, but I like my mouth to be around the pre-cum and not like licking it off my hands. So
Interesting. Okay, so you think you might have answered wrong, and you
Yes.
chose the blowjob. You ultimately choose the blowjob, but you might have picked the other.
correct.
Okay.
Did you click left or right?
I'm pretty sure I clicked right. The only reason why I'm saying that is because I've been clicking right this entire time.
Dude, this isn't like some SAT thing where you always pick the answer is C. That's not how
No,
the
I
game
just
is.
got into a habit of opening up and hitting right.
Oh. Oh my god. Oh, nice. No, I was gonna say more like a cockbuster movie, but that sounds just awful. All right, so for me, I would give the hand job because I think it's pretty like sexy, exciting to think about the fact that I'm giving someone else a good experience while watching the movie, and I'm pretty sure I can multitask well enough to pay attention to the movie while stroking someone off. So there's that. So here's the results. We had 12 answers.
Butter only goes so far.
Oh boy.
Thanks, Smashy.
Well,
Ew. That reminds me of that one.
I mean, it is oil.
What is it?
Come on.
It was like BuzzFeed videos or whatever, and they like cut a hole in the bottom of a popcorn bucket, and some guys reaching over trying to get the popcorn out.
Yeah. Hydrogenated coconut oil only goes so far. That's why the pre-cum was important in this question. All right. So the results, we got 12 answers. 7 people picked the unbelievable blowjob. And 5 people picked the hand job.
Some people have got some arm stamina.
So if Chester answered incorrectly, then it actually moves to 8-4 instead of 7-5. So the majority in this case is they would rather get the blowjob than give the hand job. Very interesting.
There you have
All right. Next question. Moving on. Number 11. Would you rather... Survey. All right. No, I don't think you guys are going to like this one. Next question, 11. Would you rather have sex in every room of your parents' home when they're gone, or watch a live feed of a sexy neighbor fucking?
Oh, that's easy.
Yeah.
So would you rather, the first option, red triangle, is going to be have sex in every room in your parents' home when they're gone, or watch a live feed of your sexy neighbor fucking? That's going to be option blue, diamond, square, whatever that is when it comes up. So every room in your parents' home, or watch the live feed of your neighbor fucking. Those are going to be your options.
Not much to really discuss about this.
Well, it kind of depends. Like, you know.
I mean, either you're having sex or you're being a voyeur.
Yeah, but it's your parents' house.
Right, and some people get really skeezed out about this stuff. about the parental thing.
And all you're doing is watching watching your neighbor, like maybe like through your window into their house or what have you.
Well, it's a live feed, so the presumption is...
You make it sound like you've never watched porn.
I mean, yeah, that's basically what the second one is would you watch a porn? Just happens to be your sexy neighbor in a live feed. You're watching your neighbor on Chatterbait, essentially.
Oh, that's pretty much an option. Or Pornhub Live. Pornhub Live or X2
the live streaming porn channel approved by Comes Out Loud.
Oh, very interesting. We have 13 answers, so we went up in answers. Someone new or returned, whichever. The results are very interesting. Jeff, which did you pick?
Have sex in every room in my parents' house.
Wow. Okay.
I mean, they're not there.
Right. I know.
I have no qualms about having sex in any part of their current house, which they've been in since the 80s. I lived there for most of my life. I've had sex in that house.
Chester?
Okay, well, like Jeff, I have had sex in my parents' home in several of the rooms, but it was also when I was a lot younger and never past the age of 17. And
wow.
the thought of that now kind of creeps me out. So, yes, definitely I would go with the other option of watching my neighbor.
Okay. So Jeff picks sex in every room of his parents' house. Chester picks the live feed of a sexy neighbor.
And chances are that isn't even going to do anything for me either.
I'm going to go with the live feed of a sexy neighbor because I'm a voyeur and I like watching. Having sex in every room of my parents' home would be difficult and confusing because both my parents don't live there anymore. My aunt lives there now. And even if nobody was home, it's the house that I grew up in. So
no, it just says your parents' home. So it doesn't mean that it was back when they were. I was thinking more of like the current.
It's still difficult. My parents are divorced. And even though they live in the same apartment complex, they have lived 2 different apartments.
So you just go to one, get through that one, then go to the other and get through that one.
Oh my God.
Less rooms than...
I have to have sex not 10 times.
And?
Too much
I mean,
effort.
I got 1, 2... Okay, so kitchen, dining room are kind of connected, but they've got the island in between. So I kind of consider them 2 rooms. So we got that. We got the living room. We got the upstairs bathroom. We've got my mom's room, my sister's old room, my old room. That's all on the first floor. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 rooms there. Downstairs, we have my brother's old room, which ended up being my room, which is now my mom's sewing room. We have the laundry room. We have the work room, and we have the family room.
Okay.
So that's an additional 4 there. So that would be a total of 11 rooms. Now, if you consider, because it's a split level, there's also kind of like the entrance foyer. Then that would be another one. So that would end up being 12.
I didn't ask for the blueprint of your family's home, just for the record.
I'm just saying, I don't think that the count really matters.
Nice.
And they're out there. Maybe it's a week. You know, we do it over the time. It's fun.
All right.
Noah, I was a mathlete in high school. Not exactly much banging happening during my stay at my parents' home.
Nice. Well, Chris Green said, I have never had sex in my parents' house. I don't think I could. That's why I thought the question would be difficult for people. All right. So the results are 13 answers. 6 would have sex in every room of their parents' home, but 7 would watch the live feed of a sexy neighbor. So it's pretty close.
And don't get me wrong, watching the live feed of a sexy neighbor, I'd be totally for that. Now, here's the thing: is this a sexy neighbor actually straight? Then it may be a little awkward.
I don't care about that part. Straight, schmate. An orgasm is an orgasm. A hole is a hole. Anyways.
Chris says Jeff is going to need a lot of people to visit Texas. Well, besides the fact to help me with my prostate massaging, which is another matter altogether, why would a lot of people need to come visit Texas? My parents live in Minnesota.
No. That's the thing is, Jeff, you got so in-depth to describing your parents' house, they lost track of the fact that it's not your house, it's your parents' house that you were giving the blueprint of. That's what I was trying to say.
Moving on.
I know. Noah's more like a blowprint than a blueprint. Ba-ding. All right. So question number 12.
Night, AJ.
Would you rather use ropes/bondage publicly in a leather bear bar or have sex in a bathhouse that is broadcast live in the building? So would you rather, option A, triangle red, use ropes and bondage publicly in a leather bear bar, which some of you maybe have, or B, blue, diamond square, have sex in a bathhouse that's broadcast live in the building?
So everybody can see on television or in person.
Well, they can see you in either case. Yeah. So you're in a leather bear bar, you're using ropes and bondage publicly, or you're in a bathhouse. But for some people, the broadcast live in the building thing might be a deciding factor. So the first one is ropes, bondage publicly in a leather bear bar, which not everyone's into public BDSM. Or the option B would be the sex in a bathhouse that's broadcast within the building. So that's going out to the app. Ooh, people are on top of this.
You can't see my face. I'm kind of scrunching my face like this is a tough one.
It's funny to me because I'm watching in the admin and it says 1 answer, 2 answer, 3 answer, 4 answer, 5. Like they're just like they're all adding up. It's cracking me up. It's going pretty fast. So would you rather, red triangle, use ropes bondage publicly in a leather bear bar, or with a minute left to answer, a blue square or diamond is, would you have sex in a bathhouse that's broadcast within the building? Brady, you can't choose both. Does this boy not understand would you rather? It's an either or situation.
You must pick one. There's nothing
so,
saying that after you do the one, you can't do the other later.
Yeah.
But as of right now, you haven't done either. Which one would you do first?
All right. So we got 12 answers. It closed out. So our 13th person was probably AJ left. Jeff, which would you do? Ropes bondage publicly in a leather bear bar or broadcast in a bathhouse?
A.
Ropes bondage publicly. Okay. Chester?
B.
Sex broadcast in a bathhouse?
Sure.
Okay.
I'm an exhibitionist.
Let me guess, because you've already done A?
No. I've said before, I do not do rope bondage. Well, I don't top with rope bondage. And nah.
No, I mean, this doesn't necessarily say top or bottom when it comes to rope.
Yeah, I realize that.
You're more, you would prefer B.
Nice.
It's a matter of, oh, he's having sex. Look at him go.
I think for me is I think I kind of want more rope bondage experience.
Okay, so
quite a few people have already seen the pictures.
True. For me,
that was like 3 years ago.
Here's the thing.
Something like that. It was a while ago.
I find this question difficult because in both cases, my issue doesn't go away. So using ropes bondage publicly in a leather bear bar is like exhibitionism revealing, which I'm not really wanting to be a spectacle. So that's why I also wouldn't want to do it in a bathhouse that's broadcast live in the building. My concern would be about people like recording it and then posting it. So in both cases, that issue doesn't go away because you could post it. People could record it in a bar and then post it live online, and same thing with a bathhouse if they wanted to. I think I would go with the ropes bondage for me personally. So we got 12 answers. 7 people chose ropes bondage publicly in a leather bear bar, but 5 chose sex in a bathhouse that was broadcast live. So I think it's interesting because I was teasing Brady and he said he wants to do both, but he picked the one that he hadn't tried. Nice. Michael says, I'm an exhibitionist. I like the idea of being watched by others. Ah. Bathhouse appeals to me even though I haven't even been to one. Alrighty then. Next question. 13. Would you rather give up all forms of sex and stimulation for a month? Or would you rather have orgasms for a month? And I don't think I phrased that right, which is going to be very confusing.
Well, what did you mean?
Oh, I think I know what it is. Would you rather give up all forms of sex stimulation for a month or give up having orgasms for a month? That's what it is.
So you can only edge on the ladder.
Correct.
So repeat that one more time.
So would you rather, option A, give up all forms of sex and stimulation for a month? So basically abstinence, like chastity, whatever. Or option B, you would give up having orgasms for a month. So in one, you've got like nothing, and in the other, you have a partial. But you don't get off for the month.
Okay.
So I sent it to Kahoot. Some of you will probably pick one answer over the other, because I can imagine some people will say, "Oh, well, I've already done that." Like, so to you, it's no big deal, like, to pick an option because you've already.
Thinks back to my days of chastity.
Yeah, exactly. So you're kind of like, "Oh, I've already done that. What's the big deal about that?" Noah, I feel like someone has a hidden notepad to track down what we all answered. No, not to my knowledge. Noah.
No, not at all.
Shady bitch.
We went over this.
Holding up a blank piece of paper. Nice. All right, so
I didn't show you the other side.
I know. Would you rather give up all forms of sex and stimulation for a month, or option B, the blue diamond square? Would you rather give up having orgasms
edging for an entire month? That's all you do is edge 24/7 for a whole month.
All right, we're down to 20 seconds. So, would you rather give up all forms of sex stimulation for a month, or would you rather give up having orgasms for a month? Ooh, interesting. So we're back up to 13 answers again.
I think that's because Michael joined.
Okay. Jeff.
Having orgasms.
So you'll give up orgasms for a month?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because, I mean, for all intents and purposes, both of these, no orgasms for a month. Unless you can somehow orgasm without being sexually stimulated. Not sure how that works.
Yeah, well, you got a point.
So, but this is at least you get some, you can still get at least a little bit of pleasure out of it.
Right.
Besides the fact I like to sleep naked and sometimes the sheets.
Okay. Chester?
I would just go with the not having sex for a month.
Wait, because that's not
A.
So all forms of sex and stimulation?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've done it before.
Okay. See, that's what I thought. I thought some people would say, "Oh, I've already done that before." Like, that's easy. I would choose not having orgasms for a month, because that means I could edge, I could get stimulated, I just don't ejaculate. So I can still have fun. I'm just not having an orgasm, so to speak. Interestingly, our answers are skewed 5-8. 5 chose all forms of sex and stimulation, like, so a complete absolute cutoff, nothing for a month. 8 chose that they would forego orgasms for a month. So they would still get stimulated, but that would be the end of that. Like, they wouldn't actually get off. But the chat's kind of cracking me up reading some of it. Think of how great the sex would be after a month. Or the load. Smashy. Edge.
It's like playing Catherine. I don't quite get the reference, but... So.
Yeah. Oh, Dokai. Interesting. These options seem similar. If I'm not climaxing, I'm most likely not getting laid. Okay.
Observant.
Well, now keep in mind, sexual stimulation, and how I interpret this is the fact that you can't even jack off or anything like that. So.
Oh, Smashy in live chat. He just came up with a good point too, because this is a kink that I'm recently getting into on a dom side. What about ruined orgasms?
That's like the step beyond edging, but not quite climaxing, right?
It is when they're about ready to orgasm, you ruin it for them. You just stop.
Right, you take away the stimulation.
So they can't come.
Yeah.
Or you allow them to come without actually having an orgasm.
No.
I think it's interesting because Dogai says you could get blue balled too if you edge for a month.
But could it also mean, depending on situations, could it also end up being that you might end up having wet dreams?
Yes, technically you could have a wet dream, but that's out of your control.
Right.
So I guess that's a loophole. Blitzen said I'd lose my mind if I didn't have an orgasm for a month. That's fair. Oh, Smashy says Catherine is a tower puzzle nightmare relationship game.
So it's like Jenga?
I don't know. All right, moving on. Question 14. 14. Would you rather only ever have sex in the bedroom, or B, only ever have sex outside of the bedroom? So you're either stuck with the bedroom or never the bedroom. One or the other.
Is it my bed?
Oh, God.
Because, well, I'm making sure because my bed has bondage equipment attached to it.
Well, when I wrote
Mine
the
is
question,
probably bondage equipable.
when I wrote the question,
Really?
A says, would you rather only have sex in the bedroom, not a bedroom? And then B is, or only have sex outside of the bedroom, because I didn't think people were going to pull the shit on me about being particular about which fucking
We do
bedroom.
this every freaking time we do a Would You Rather, okay?
I know, but I thought you would just calm the fuck down. And not
I wish
nitpick
you'd
at it.
calm the fuck down.
I mean, you just said the
Maybe
bedroom.
you
It
need to
doesn't
go
say
get some wine. Evan, if you're listening, go get Chester wine.
It could be the bedroom of so and so. It could be the bedroom of mine. It could be the bedroom of so and so.
Launch the question.
I did launch the question.
Oh, there it goes.
Would you rather only have sex in the bedroom? That's the red triangle, option 1, or the blue diamond square, option B, only have sex outside of the bedroom. So basically,
Not
the word
outside necessarily, just not in the bedroom.
Well, right, but here's the thing: is one is confined, the other, the world is your oyster. If you want to look at it that way, like one, you only have sex in the bedroom, or the other, everything.
Chris, I have only ever had sex in a bedroom. Is it better elsewhere? I replied back, kitchens, apparently.
Oh my God.
I mean, we're
According
talking
to
about
Noah-
sex on the counter.
According to Noah, there's snacks there.
Yeah, because you could be fed cock and a dessert.
And a cookie.
You could get a wiener
Just
and a wiener.
Just think of it. Just think of it. As soon as you're sticky, the cookies are right there.
There's your cookie, bitch.
Or as part of having sex in the kitchen, if you choose that option, you could put the icing on the cookie to eat it. So, you know. Oh, very interesting. 12 responses. It's very
Place the
skewed.
cookie on their belly as you're going at it, and then come right on top of it so that you get both ears and it's all mixed there. And
Okay.
eat the iced cookie.
I think I know what your answers are going to be, but let's see. Jeff?
I thought you were going to guess.
No, I'm not actually going to guess. I think I know in my mind what I'm.
Okay, what do you think?
Wait. Well, I think you could go
You're
either
probably
way.
right.
I think you could pick bedroom because you can be lazy and just, not have to put in a whole lot of effort anywhere else. Or you could pick outside the bedroom because you kept talking about the kitchen and the food thing. So that's outside the bedroom. So I don't know.
No,
honestly.
I'm just stating the pluses of doing it in the kitchen.
So what did you pick?
I picked in the bedroom, and here's the reason why. Because most of the time that I've had sex has been in the bedroom. And I've had some great sex in a bedroom. So if it has to stay there, works for me. There's a bed. I'm sure we could think of other things if necessary.
Nice.
And
David,
my bed is a king size bed, as you know, and it's at the perfect height.
Right. Chester?
It's like a sling without the sling.
I'm okay with not doing it in the bedroom.
So everywhere
why?
outside of the bedroom.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, my living room has seen enough.
Nice. All right. Yeah. So for me, I'm gonna go with sex outside the bedroom. Even though I pretty much have always had sex in a bedroom, I would rather have options, meaning the whole world, as opposed to just that one space for me. So the results on the app were skewed 4-8. 4 people picked sex in the bedroom, only ever having sex in the bedroom. 8 people, 2/3 picked only having sex outside the bedroom. So Smashy was like, I'm in a bachelor apartment. The guy said, easy choice, outside. Always have a good reason to get out of the house. There you go. Damon said, now that we're sticky. Making a reference to the shirt. Chris says, the only private space in my house is my bedroom. No more sex in the bedroom might mean no more sex in the house. Oh, dear. Doe guy, I like the idea of kitchen sex because that's also where arguments tend to happen and a good conversation at parties.
Well, the kitchen is the communal center of a family.
That's true. Aaron, outside because I like the thrill. Damon, if your couch could talk. Mm-hmm. Oh,
my
true.
couch?
Yeah, I think he's talking about your couch because you made that comment.
Or maybe your couch, Gary, because of the condom?
Oh, let's not go back to that. All right, question number 15. Would you rather have a sexy massage with a happy ending from your partner or role play in your bedroom with a complete stranger?
Repeat that.
Would you rather have a sexy massage with a happy ending from your partner, boyfriend, husband, whichever person you're dating, or option B, role play in your bedroom with a complete stranger?
Evan, you're giving me a massage with a jerk off later.
So, in this case, would you rather, the red triangle, A, first option is going to be have a sexy massage with a happy ending from your partner, or B, the blue diamond or square is going to be role play in your bedroom with a complete stranger. So it's going to post a Kahoot in a moment.
Well, you guys already know my answer. So does Evan, apparently.
Yeah. Everybody knows now because you didn't mute your phone, your mic. So would you rather, red triangle, first option, have a sexy massage with a happy ending from your partner, or the blue option B is going to be role play in your bedroom with a complete stranger? So we got about a minute left out of the 90 seconds to answer. We've got 9 answers already, so kind of know what they want. In either case, you're obviously having sex. It's just, do you want something that's kind of sensual and it's with your partner, or do you want to be maybe a little more freaky, but it's not with your partner, but it's in your bedroom? So that's kind of a dynamic for some people. Some people don't allow that in their bedroom. They don't allow outside people. Oh my God. All right. I am totally shocked by the results. We'll get to that in a moment. Jeff, what did you pick?
Here's a reason why I picked this. Have a sexy massage with a happy ending from your partner.
Okay.
Because I would love that if I could do that with my partner.
Okay.
I currently don't have one, but I did have one, so that can go one of 2 ways.
Okay. Chester?
I chose with my partner.
Okay. Interesting. I am going to choose sexy massage with a happy ending with your partner. Just because I think there's a lot more comfort in that. The role play in the bedroom with a complete stranger is the iffy thing. As Damon says in the live chat, role play is complicated with a complete stranger. Which may be part of why we ended up with the result the way we did. We've had our first tie. It's literally 6 and 6. Half the guys literally chose sexy massage with a happy ending, and the other half actually chose role play in a bedroom with a complete stranger.
Nice.
So yeah, I'm really surprised by that.
I just want a partner.
A tie yet. Well, that's
I want my partner back, or I want a new one.
Chris, role playing is a no. Strangers is a mostly no.
Easy.
Aaron A was like, I chose the second because rough, tough, naughty nurse, rip it up and make it hurt. Oh my goodness. All
I
right.
swear those are some rap lyrics.
Maybe.
Like I've heard Nicki Minaj say 'em.
All right. So number 16. Would you rather only be able to use your hands for foreplay or only be able to use your mouth for foreplay?
Oh, that's easy.
Didn't we do this before? This sounds very familiar.
No, not that I recall. These are all new, which I know. I did not go back and use the previous lists at all. These are supposed to be new. So option A, the red triangle, is going to be, would you rather only be able to use your hands for foreplay? Or B, the blue triangle, is going to be only be able to use your mouth for foreplay.
So you'd have
So
to
no
have
matter
your
what.
hands like behind your back or something, and
Right. You're probably going to be restrained. So in either case, foreplay is happening. You're doing foreplay, so to speak, but you have to make a decision. Are you going to use your hands or your mouth? That's what it comes down to in this
does
case.
kissing count?
Kissing can be foreplay.
Kissing is using your mouth, for the record.
Is it considered foreplay? Because I kiss
yeah,
when I'm going at
absolutely.
it too. So
Well, foreplay is the thing that leads up to sex. So some people may not think you can do much foreplay with your mouth, which is totally not true, because I have sucked a digit more than once in my life as foreplay. I have licked ears and like faces and body parts.
nipple.
Wow, we already got all our answers.
Licked
That's interesting.
faces?
Yeah. Jeff, which do you pick? Hands
I went
or
with
mouth?
hands.
Okay.
Because it's like it really comes down to if it's one or the other. I would probably do hands because I probably could do more with hands and it would just be awkward without using my hands. I mean,
Okay.
even if it was like my hands are just to help me like position myself, but it's not through the actual act of the foreplay. You know, I'm assuming that's okay. Like you're not necessarily tied up, but you know, like I put my hands so I can position my mouth right. Would be for the mouth.
See me
But
with those hands.
I got two hands and I only got one mouth.
All right, Chester.
The same parts. The same parts. Mouth. For obvious reasons.
Okay. I would also choose mouth. So Chester and I chose the mouth for foreplay, and Jeff chose hands. Now, what's interesting to me is the results are skewed. We got 12 answers, 3-9. Which do you think it is, guys? Do you think more mouth or more hands?
Mouth.
Mouth.
You both would be correct. 9 people chose being able to use their mouth for foreplay. 3 people chose being able to use their hands for foreplay. Which I'm actually surprised. I thought it would have gone the other way. I thought people would think that foreplay is about like digital manipulation, like stroking their back or touching or rubbing their belly, you know, and running their fingers through their hair. That all I think people would think of with their hands. So
You could do that with your mouth.
Yeah, you can. But when I think of foreplay, I don't think of the mouth right away. I think of like strokes and gentle rubs and stuff like that. And to me,
Do you think of more of above the clothes or clothing on foreplay?
Yes.
It's very handsy.
Yeah. Good point. So in the chat, Daniel says, my mouth has already been all over my master's body. Doe Guy says, I consider blowjobs foreplay. That's not quite the same thing.
Chris, ready to go in the hole?
I love Chris. Wait. Yeah. Ribbing isn't foreplay? Doe Guy, it's just a bro job. All right, moving on. Question 17. Would you rather have sex in an open shower at a gym facility? Okay, have sex in an open shower at a gym facility, or have sex in an adult bookstore booth?
Well,
It's kind of a space.
my latest gym happens to be a bathhouse.
The question is, Would you rather,
I got an answer.
option A, red triangle, have sex in an open shower at a gym facility? So an open shower means there's no stalls. It's not private. It's just, like a shower room and everybody can see everything. Or option B, the blue diamond square, whatever, is you would have sex in an adult bookstore booth. So in essence, there's some privacy with option B. Option A, not the case. You have an open shower gym facility. Okay, so could be a bathhouse, could be Planet Fitness, could be Planet Fitness isn't the right kind of thing, but some gyms have open showers, but I think that's kind of going away. I think more and more now there's like private shower stalls. So I think of like gym when I went to gym in elementary and in high school. It was just a big open shower room.
Well, I never had showers in elementary school. I'm trying to remember if we did for junior high. I know high school.
So,
did.
Yeah. So would you have
Really
sex?
awkward.
Option A, in an open shower at a gym facility, or B, have sex in a adult bookstore booth?
That's some read right there, Dogai. Jeez.
Wow. Well, to be fair to Dogai, you have chimed in more often than not on option A before I even got to option B verbally. So,
Yes, but if I were to keep track, I would probably be picking option B for most of them.
that's true. So, we're down to about 20 seconds. Would you rather have sex? Oh, and everybody answered apparently. So, would you rather have sex A in an open shower facility at a gym, or B have sex in an adult bookstore booth? Jeff, what'd you pick?
Open shower at a gym.
Chester?
Open shower in a gym.
My reasoning?
Interesting.
Space.
No, my reasoning was because I've never been in a like porn booth, quarter, whatever they're called. What's the word I'm looking for? The nickname for them.
Booth.
At a booth in an adult bookstore, yeah.
Yeah. I've never been in one, but I've heard enough people talk about how that you go in there and you're not really sure what you're stepping in.
Yeah, but that's true of a bathhouse.
That could be true of a bathhouse,
But they're probably more clean.
I think bathhouses are probably more clean, yeah.
It depends. Yeah.
I didn't even think about that. I was just thinking space.
Okay, so both of you guys chose an open shower. I chose the sex in an adult bookstore because I have
Why?
done that. I have done it
Because
before.
you've done that.
I've done it before many times, and I will probably continue to do it again. I have also had sex in an open shower in a gym facility. It was a bathhouse, but I like a little more privacy, like just a little bit. So, because here's the thing.
Space. Go
In
privacy.
no. In an adult bookstore booth, if you don't want someone to participate, it's relatively easy to not have them participate. But in an open shower, you don't get to deflect much because it's open. So, you don't really get to have some privacy. Some adult bookstores have doors, most do not. So there's options there. All right, so the answers 8-3. 8 participants chose the open shower gym facility. And then 3 chose the adult bookstore.
I'm guessing space.
It could be.
I'm guessing.
Very well.
I could be wrong.
Chris said going to have to go with a private room, not much of an exhibitionist, so he assumes he's going to vote with me on this one, which you did. Daniel said open shower. Oh, Dogai, interesting. A shower opens to the possibility of an epic orgy. So, you never know. All right, moving on. Question 18. Would you rather give a hand job under the table at a work meeting or get a hand job while having dinner at your parents' house? So in both cases, there's a hand job. You're either giving it or you're getting it. If you're giving it, it's under the table at work, which is really naughty because you're working. Or you're getting one, but you're having dinner at your parents' house.
Now, what it doesn't say is if the parents are actually present.
Oh,
Or-
come on.
If there's a tablecloth, because it's a fancy dinner.
All right, Chester, you got me on that one. But come on, you're having dinner at your parents' house. How often do you have dinner at your parents' house without your parents there? Seriously. That's kind of like, I think that was intuited very easily.
I've had dinner at my parents' house for years.
So, all right, option A, in Kahoot when it comes up here in a second. You're giving a hand job under the table at a work meeting. So you're giving the hand job, but you're at work. Body. Or option B, which is the blue, is going to be you get a hand job while you're having dinner at your parents' house, which I'm pretty sure I've seen in some porn. The latter.
I'm not a fan of either of these answers, but I chose one and I have reasoning.
Did you see that earlier, Chester? Brady made that comment about
yes.
He goes, I choose the kitchen just so I can say, in front of my salad, which I thought was quite cute. Whoa. Okay. We already got all our answers. A couple answers less. So we've dropped a little bit, probably because it's running late. So people are probably calling in tonight. So we continue on. Jeff, what did you pick?
I picked hand job, getting a hand job while having dinner at the parents' house. The only reasoning that I could come up with to differentiate between these two is I would be getting the hand job, not giving it.
Okay.
It's I wouldn't want either.
Chester.
I would be giving a hand job at work. Not in my current workplace because that's gross. None of my coworkers are attractive.
Interesting. I would give the hand job for the table at the work meeting. Because
you work from home. So like doing it with your other hand.
Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. If I went to a job that wasn't at home or someone else's home, you jackass. If I had a legitimate job to go to, I think the idea of giving someone else a hand job while at work is pretty hot. Getting a hand job while having dinner with my parents, not so much. That's just not my thing. And I'm reading through the chat. Brady's like, oh my God, both of those are a fantasy for me. Brian says parents are a hard-on killer. So I guess that made it easy for him. Chris said he wasn't sure. Joe Guy said he lost his oh. I wonder if the game timed out or something. That would suck. So here's the results. 6-2. 6 chose the hand job under the table at work. 2 chose the hand job while having dinner at their parents' house.
I guess it's the parents that dealt with that one.
Yeah. Interesting. So it appears that the app times out after a certain amount of time. I didn't know that. Or at least the game.
Still on it. I don't know what's going on.
Well, we'll see here in a moment. That's true. They could provide answers in the live chat because we only got 2 more questions left. Speaking of which, moving on, question 19, so we can wrap up the show. Would you rather, now that you're doing body shots at a party, right? So you're at a party and you're doing body shots. Would you rather pick the Cubs Out Loud co-host of your choice to drink off of, or be blindfolded and then be used by all of the COL co-hosts? So you're doing body shots at a party. Option A, red triangle, if we can still play, is you pick the co-host of your choice to drink a drink off of you. Option B, you were blindfolded and then all of the co-hosts and or remaining co-hosts, whichever,
so
drink off of you.
So in either case, you're the one being drunk off of.
Yes.
Okay. And it's just either you pick one or all 3 of them do it while you're blindfolded.
So yeah, so you're doing body shots at a party, and
What
you can
exactly is a body shot, by the way?
So when a person is typically they're laying flat in front of you, they usually are shirtless, maybe pantsless, maybe with underwear or jock. But basically, there's a drink poured into a shot glass, and then it's placed on their body. Now, this gets harder for bears because they don't have washboard abs. So there may not be a flat surface as opposed to a round surface.
And I've seen all 4 of your asses in person, and none of our asses are anything like Mr. Raymond Smith. So you can't do it off your ass either.
That's true. And then basically, in this case, either you get to pick a COL co-host of your choice that drinks off of you, or you get blindfolded, but then all of the COL co-hosts drink off of you, but you don't know which is which. So there's like a bit of a fantasy play going on there.
Yes, assuming everything is
Joe Guy brings up a good point. He's like, I don't like to drink, but as Chester said in the live chat, it could be water, milk, juice, could be anything. Maybe the co-host jizzed into a shot glass. I don't know. So we got 8 answers in the app. It says, and interestingly, I'm not going to tell you what the results are. Hang on. Jeff, what did you pick? Or what would you pick?
Be blindfolded and used by all the COL co-hosts.
Same.
I
part of it is do I have to choose?
Well, yeah, it's an either or, either one or all. But one, you get to.
No, I mean, for like, how can I choose between the 3 of you? I mean, come on.
Oh, well, but
would
one.
I be taking a shot off myself?
I don't know how possible that would be, but well, the one is you get to watch them do it, and the other one you don't get to see it at all. You just know that they do it, so your sensation is completely different because you can't see because you're blindfolded. So what I think is interesting is you both chose blindfolded. I personally would choose pick the co-host of your choice because I'm not down with the blindfold thing in this scenario.
Yeah, but then I get to do it 3 times in a row.
Who says you get to do it 3 times in a row?
Well, there's 3 different co-hosts.
3 co-hosts.
Oh.
All of them are doing it.
Yeah, I guess.
Everybody's doing it. Me and you 3.
They get it 4 times.
I didn't clarify, but I thought they would all do it at the same time. That's what I was imagining, but it doesn't matter. Overwhelmingly in the app. Well, hold on. Let me see if we got a consensus on this. Chris says this is a hard choice, but I'm going to have to go with the second option. Doe Guy, blindfolded so I can be used. Chris, just wedge the shot glasses in the crack. Michael Q's like, oh, I thought the body shot was poured into their belly button. Doe Guy thinks blindfold is being more fun. So here's the thing. Overwhelmingly in the app, in Cahoots, everybody chose blindfold. Literally.
Oh.
It's 0 to all.
Y'all are thirsty for some Cubs Out Loud hosts.
See, that's why we need to do an XTube channel. Cox Out Loud.
Nice. Okay. So last question. We're wrapping up the game. Question number 20 for Would You Rather. All right. On a Sunday afternoon, you're going to have sex. Would you rather do it in your car in a church parking lot during church service, or in the open at a public park on a jungle gym? So it's Sunday afternoon. You're going to have sex. Your choices are A, in your car, but you're parked in a church parking lot and church service is going on at that moment. Or you're in a public park and you're on the jungle gym. That's the last question. So it gives everybody something to think about. So it's Sunday afternoon. You're going to get your freak on. Do you risk being at a church in your car when there's a service going on, which means technically at any moment people could come and go from the church? Even though there's a service, people could be late. People could leave early. They got an emergency. Or you could be out in public at a park, but you would have sex on the jungle gym.
We got votes for Doe Guy says A, Smashy says A. So we got 2 people in the church parking lot right there.
Oh, we got all our answers. All right. For this last one, Jeff, which do you pick?
I'm agreeing with the chat. A.
Church parking lot during service.
I like Brady's response to this. I'm going to hell anyway, so A. I don't have the flexibility for a jungle gym.
Oh, Chester.
It's time to make heterosexuals uncomfortable on purpose again. Sorry.
Fuck organized religion.
So you're saying A?
Yes.
I'm also going to choose A, but it's not so much about the religion. It's the fact that I'm in a car, so there's a little bit of privacy. The jungle gym in a public park is where I went, I don't know about this. Now, interesting, in Kahoot, the results are 6-2. 6 chose the church parking lot, but 2 of you dirty motherfuckers are exhibitionists because you're willing to do it on the jungle gym at the public park on a Sunday afternoon, which means most likely you could be seen. I love the live chat kind of going on here. Q says, actually, A, I think that God is looking down from above. Totes jelly.
Well,
guys, that's they're at church thinking of God. Smashy, what car? Really? In your car. Your car.
In the pastor's car. I don't know. That is Would You Rather for this week. You know what? We're kind of running long. So I say we save the goal down for next week. Sound good?
Yeah.
All right. So that's it, folks. Thank you for joining us. Next time we might have less questions. Plenty of ways to contact us. Pop over to our website, cubsoutloud.com. Shoot us an email at cubsoutloud@gmail.com. Leave us a sexy voicemail or otherwise at 361-COL Talk. That's 361-265-8255. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Tumblr, Twitter, Google+, and YouTube at Cubs Out Loud in the appropriate place of the URL. Join the COL Entourage on our Telegram chat group at tinyurl.com/telegram-COL. Join us in the Bear Underground, the official Bear website, or Cubs Out Loud. Rate us on iTunes. Subscribe to us through Google Play Podcasts. Give us a thumbs up on Stitcher Radio. You can find me anywhere on the internet as BoxTech, BoxCub, Box something or other.
Oh, that's me. Oh, shit, I don't have my notes ready. Oh, my gosh. You can find me... I don't like it when I'm not ready. Give me a second, because I got to read it. You can find me on Tumblr. What?
Go ahead.
You can find me on Tumblr or Twitter under the name of the Pop-Up there. This coming weekend at North American Bear, you will be able to find me. I will be walking around. I'm hard to miss. I've got a big blonde patch in my hair. Or various bear dating sites across the net under the name Pup Shutter or Cupcake76.
And if you would like to get in touch with me, you can pretty much find me anywhere on the web or apps and that kind of stuff as GareBear73. That's GARBEAR73.
And with that, good night, everybody.
Jeff, did you get outro music?
Were you not being able to hear it?
No.
Nope, I'm playing it right now. Can you hear it now?
There it is.
Good night, everyone.
I think when I hung up and tried reconnecting the call to help with Skype issues earlier, which actually didn't help, it reset the share sounds, so that's why that happened.
Oh.
But if
I don't hear anything.
If I ever end the show and I say goodnight, everybody, just assume the music has started, even if you can't hear it.
So now,
Gary.
Now that we're in post-show, hang on. I'm liking how people are thanking us in the live chat. So thanks to everybody for playing along. We appreciate it very much. We'll try it again. We've kind of already internally figured out. I presume we're all going to agree. We'll do less questions next time. It'll go easier.
Like
faster.
10 instead of 20.
I
know. We've literally been at this. This entire stream has been 2 hours and 45 minutes long so far.
Yeah. Oh, imagine that 2.5 hour show. It's not like we've never done that before. Like last Sunday.
I mean, we may be the Bear podcast of intermittent length, but I mean,
the length is always long.
Well, you also have to think that last week we had Damon on.
That's true. If Damon was with us tonight, we had played, I definitely probably would have cut it at 10 questions. Just because another third host of giving answers would have been quite a bit. Chester, you were going to say something?
You got a new camera, I think.
Did I?
Yes, and I didn't even notice it until like 20 minutes ago.
Yeah, I thought
I normally don't have the screens up.
Oh, I see how it is.
On my screen, I have my notes, and then the COL notes, and then I have a small box for the chat, and then a small box for the Skype windows.
Oh.
And I looked, and I'm like, wow. Gary's coming in really crystal clear. And I think what it was is because I was going to make a comment about your beard.
Oh.
And I was like, oh, I can actually see definition in his beard. He must have got a new camera. I'm going to guess you went with the C920.
Funny that. I wonder why Gary would ask Chester in the past week, hey, what webcam do you use for podcasting?
Yeah.
Because honestly, I'll own it. I've been jelly of your cam. Like it's been really good. And then when we got the comment, the feedback on, I think it was YouTube, where the guy said Chester came in crystal clear, even though I got your eye color wrong. I was like, no, I've known for quite some time. I've always been like, oh, maybe it's the lighting. But then I keep fussing. And finally I was like, ugh, it's got to be this stupid Microsoft camera that I have that is supposed to be good for Skype, but it's just not.
Well, it also depends on its age.
The Microsoft one that I bought last year was only like a year or two old. But I think there were two.
How much did you spend on it?
Maybe $50.
It would be mid-range then.
Yeah. Now, notably, this particular one, the Logitech that you have that I also got, is more, but not a lot more. But yeah, no, I totally agree. I saw instantly the high def 1080p.
Yeah.
What's that, Jeff? Yeah, I think how it's manufactured is a part of it as well. But yeah, so no, I think I finally got the setup, all of it done.
Yeah, I want to do something different with my mic because there's oftentimes I forget to plug this in. Like even right now, it's beeping because it's going to die soon.
Oh. Well, dude, just plug it in when you're not using it.
I kind of forget to do it.
It's like your phone. Like, do you plug your phone in at night when you go to bed?
Well, yeah.
So go into the office, make sure your headset's plugged in before you walk into your bedroom and go to bed. You know, just create the pattern, plug in your headset, plug in your phone, go to sleep. That's my stupid, simple answer. But
you were going to ask me about something else earlier. Oh, the fuck machine.
What about it?
You said you were going to ask me about something about it.
Oh, okay, yeah. So you were talking about you were going to use it as a suck machine. Here's what I want to know: have you seen the videos online, the amateur porn videos of a guy fucking a? It's not a fleshlight. It's a silicone masturbator that's open on both ends, but they attached it to a camera tripod. Have you seen this?
Yes. Oh my God. I'm like fucking amazed at that.
I find that really interesting because I'm not one for really using a toy like that per se, but those videos are really kind of hot to watch a guy basically fuck the silicone sleeve, whatever, with lube that's on a tripod. But the videos that I've seen, there's like two of them very specifically. The guy is outdoors, like in the woods or something. Oh. So he's just out there naked from the waist down, at least.
Do you have a link to one of these videos? Because I'm having a hard time picturing this.
I'd have to go find it. If I find it, I'll send it to you guys or put it in the spank bank. But
I've seen like 3 types of those videos. 2 of them were a guy fucking a fleshlight or, you know, something of that nature. And one of them, it looked like it was a camera in somebody's ass. Just because of the color, it looked very wet. It looked like there were folds in whatever they were fucking. And yeah, I love those videos. And I think part of it is because you don't actually see the rest of the person. You just see their dick, and that's it. And the best part of that is, especially if they're like uncut, watching them go in and their skin sliding back. And then when they shoot, because it's just, I love those videos.
I've seen 2. I think I've seen one where it's open on both ends and the camera's outside. And then I'm pretty sure I've seen one where the camera's at the other end. So it's open at both ends, but the camera is put on the opposite end of where the dick is going.
I've never seen anything quite like that. All the ones that I've seen is the camera being inside whatever they're fucking.
Gotcha. So yeah, no, but when you were talking about using a fuck machine as a suction device, I was like, oh, camera, like he's a photographer. I wonder if he was ever, modified and done that with a tripod thing. That's all. That's why I was kind of like,
but I kind of want to now.
Nice. So
how
now
did
you
that
need
attachment work?
Oh, hi, Hadrian's paw.
Yeah, I see that.
What?
While we were recording, he was busy being naughty.
What? Where?
On Gary's Tumblr. Well, it's on Hadrian's too, I suppose.
Yeah. Oh, there's my baby Zoe. Hi, honey. Yeah, so on Hadrian's, you'll see there's a series. There's a GIF, and then there's a video or 2. I haven't watched the videos yet. But no, so what they do, though, I'll be honest, that's why I would say, like, you should get a reliable, cheap silicone sleeve, because the one I've seen in specifically, it's clear. But what they basically did was, it appears they put a drill hole through the silicone sleeve into the top of the tripod part where the screw is.
Yeah.
So they somehow like rigged that up, but they had to basically put a hole through the side of the sleeve. So since both of you guys can still see my camera, say this is the sleeve, this water bottle insulator. Okay. But this end is open. Let's say both ends are open, but in the side wall, is where they would drill a hole.
Yeah.
And so it would come like through here. And then this is where the tripod is. So it actually so then you use the tripod and then you basically just fuck it like that. But I'm just like, I'm not that really much of one for fucking. So it's like, okay. But I don't know. It just popped in my head when you were like, oh, for the fucking machine. Yeah. If I could attach a flashlight and use it or whatever, I was like, oh, that brings up an interesting
So
idea.
in the Telegram chat, Chris linked a video.
Okay, hold on. By the way, I recorded. No, this is not the one I've seen. But oh no, I have seen this because I remember it being a Canon tripod.
Of course, you would be a label queen. Do you hear me? I said, of course, you would be a label queen.
I think it's just fucking awesome. Now, Jeff, if you could imagine this silicone sleeve being longer like a flashlight and putting the camera on inside of it, you know, like here would be a camera.
Yeah.
Your dick going in this way. Kind of like a cavity cam, like they use a medical cam. So all you see is this cylinder and the dick coming in and out of it.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I've seen those too.
Yeah.
I guess I have some searching. I gotta stop streaming.